Well, hello everybody. I hope I hope you're all sitting down. I hope you're all comfortable. This is the thing that you've all been asking for secondhand, Uncle Mare's holiday special because it's December.
Yay, Uncle Mare!
Yeah, Uncle Mare is not doing this solo this time because it was just kind of awkward last time, but some of you may not be able to read, so that's okay. I'll read it for you. As it says on the screen, the most important thing we want to talk about today is we are going to be off from December 24th, which is Christmas Eve, all the way through January 1st, which is New Year's Day. Now, by off, I mean we're not recording any new episodes. We're not putting anything on Twitter. We're not putting anything on TikTok. We are off. We will return the Sunday after January 1st to start posting things and doing stuff like that. But we're off. It's the holidays. Spend them with your family, spend them with your dog, spend them with your mom, or spend them with somebody else's mom. But
Hey.
unfortunately, unless you're looking to do some rewatching, it will not be spent with us because
No, sir.
we will be celebrating it with our family, our pets, or somebody else's mother.
Yes. Sometimes it's the same thing.
Yeah, everybody
But
wants to be a stepdad on occasion.
mhm. We would like to say happy holidays to everybody. No matter what you celebrate, we hope you celebrate it responsibly and happily.
Yeah, don't do the typical Christmas or New Year or whatever nonsense. Stay safe. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
It really is not. Not saying stay in your homes and cower in fear, but, there's a very happy middle ground that a lot of people like to ignore.
No matter what you celebrate, do it responsibly, do it happily. Remember, there's always somebody that cares for you. So look out for yourself too.
Yeah, if you don't have anybody, that's not bad. Do something nice for yourself. You can always do
Yeah.
something nice for yourself, and it's always good to look out for yourself once in a while. It doesn't have to always be what everybody else wants.
Mm-hmm.
So, to reiterate that one more time, because I'll be reiterating that a bunch of times this episode, just in case people, for some reason, want to skip the first 5 minutes, we're off December 24th and through January 1st. That next Sunday we'll be recording again because everybody should be home from whatever they're doing. Christmas,
Mm-hmm.
double Christmas, Hanukkah times two, Kwanzaa,
Yule.
Roll Tide, all of those things.
Margaritaville. Chili
Ah,
ticket.
yeah, some people might be doing the Ted Nivison visit every Margaritaville in the United States challenge.
Hey, you gotta honor him. You gotta honor him somehow.
Yeah, you know what? Let's make it a very Buffett Christmas. Make it a very Buffett holiday season.
Mm-hmm.
We've lost too many good people this year.
We have 2023 has taken a lot from us. Don't let it take you too.
No, because we love all 18 of you, and if there's more of you after
I thought
this
we had
goes up,
20.
do we have 20? No, I just looked. We have
I
18.
Oh, okay. Well, if this gets to 20 by the time this airs, we love you extra too that joined.
Yeah, we have like 21 videos. That's what you're thinking of as of right now.
Oh, right. Sorry. Sorry folks, I'm actually sick right now and I'm on a lot of cough medicine. So I'm a little loopy.
Actually, Flame, are you home yet?
Yes, I'm inside my house. I'm putting my stuff away right now.
Oh, when you got a second, I mean, it doesn't have to be now, definitely, but you should jump on Roll20 and check out the Kathos game and see what I've got set up for the
I
video.
will You know what? I'll do that right now. I'll do
Actually,
that
one
right now.
I had something to ask you actually, since we're on this on Kathos. in the Kathos
Go right
DM.
ahead. I'll give you my best answer. Best answer.
Should we give everybody a little holiday teaser by showing them what Kathos looks like?
You know, I say let's. We might even give him a little tickle where it's funny, just for a few characters.
Oh, they won't be seeing any characters. I don't want them to get too excited. Then they won't watch the original show.
Fair enough.
Which
You are
would,
a better DM though, so they'll be happy for you.
we don't know that yet.
Sure we do.
The only reason I could be considered better as of right now is because I was forced to be very lenient. I'm not going to be lenient this time. It is going to be a whole different animal.
I mean, after episode 11 that's airing, I think people are gonna like you a lot more than me.
No, because already none of the complaints have been levied upon you. They've been levied upon me.
Look, to be fair, those are outside circumstances.
Yeah, they weren't
Okay.
even about the show.
Speaking of which, I'm in the process of getting a Sorry. Oh god, my nose. I'm in the process of getting a PayPal set up, just so we can put it in the bottom of our videos and stuff now. So if people want to and they donate, because our Patreon, I can't. I feel like an old man trying to work the microwave. Just dang this stupid thing. It ain't work.
Oh, okay, you're on. What do you think?
That Uncle Mayor's holiday special. That is beautiful, dude.
It actually looked way better than I thought. I wasn't trying to design it to look nice. It was supposed to be kind of silly, and it ended up turning out really well.
It is very nice.
All
It
right,
is very nice, Mr. Hoax.
let's give
Maddox Bradshaw.
these people what they've come here for, a very early Christmas present. Here it is. That's what Kathos looks like, everybody. It looks like Antarctica's slow cousin, but it's perfect.
That is different than last time I've seen it too.
Yep, I added a lot.
It's very nice.
Yeah, the tree could have looked a little nicer, but I could not find. That was the tree that I absolutely wanted, which is the Summer Queen's tree. I'm willing to spoil that. They're going to hear enough about it when Kathos actually starts to air. But yeah, this is the exact tree I wanted, and it doesn't match or did not want to cooperate at all with what I wanted it to do. But I'm like, you know what? I'll just work around it. I'm not making a compromise.
I understand that. Also,
Actually,
how's my quality? How's my audio quality? I've switched mics.
it's so much better. I mean, it was
Mm-hmm.
fine in the beginning, but it's so much better than last week.
This is the actual recording mic now. I have it pushed to the far side. Actually, give me a second. I'm gonna switch the side of the head it's on. So I'm gonna mute up so you don't hear any of the bad background noise.
Yeah, it's probably for the best.
Anyone that watches this, apologies in advance if I sound shitty. I'm also eating and I want to be able to eat because I'm starving.
Yeah, this isn't supposed to be professional. We really don't care how we sound. We're just doing this for the laughs, just having some fun. But
Hello, hello, hello. How are you all? Am I better?
yeah, you sound just fine.
Good. Ah, shit. No.
All right, that's a
I toast.
hey. Come on. Oh my, roll 20, please. That's enough. Now you guys have to look at the original banner.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be great when I inevitably forget about this and we open to Kathos right here.
Just make sure, like, before the end of the like, after we're done recording, change it to like just a blank one. Okay.
Yeah, I should. In fact, I'm gonna add another blank one. Perfect. Everybody's happy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's Kathos. It's gonna be great. I'm looking to stomp on some people. It'll be fun.
I'm excited. I asked you for more of a meat grind, and I've been informed there's more of a meat grind, so I'm excited for that.
Yeah, Well, I mean, you yourself had to tell me to back off a hair because I was going a little too hard.
You were making what I call the black folder of the DM monsters. I was like, oh my god, he's stepping into that already. Like any DM listening knows what I'm talking about. That might always be the black folder. For me, it is my blue and green notebook. But it's that thing you got. That's got your homebrew monsters that you poured a little too much into, and you're like, I can't use this, but I'm not gonna change it. Then somebody comes along with some OP creations. You're like, oh, you're playing all 18 or higher stat character? Do 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 do. I'm gonna make a mess today.
Yeah, I don't. Thankfully, the other powerful thing that I created is going to be level appropriate.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes there's things in the world you can't beat. That's just how it goes. You've met that in my world. I've made places where it's like, hey, these things are really powerful. Maybe fighting them's not a good idea. Maybe you weren't supposed to try to come here and fight this.
If you guys beat that thing before you're supposed to fight it, then you've screwed up, and I'm looking to kill you anyway.
Oh gods. Oh, you is that a promise?
You would have to somehow there. The way I can phrase this is it would be impossible to get to it before you're supposed to because I have made it so. Because there are things that have to happen before that can happen.
Man, do not underestimate the stupidity of our group.
You have any idea? You'd have to die and then kill me and then possess my body to make it possible.
I mean, we do know someone that dabbles in that kind of magic, so
Let's not say that. That's not true.
okay, let me rephrase that. I know somebody who dabbles in that kind of magic. I don't know if you know them yet. Have I introduced? No, I don't think I have you introduced you to them yet.
Oh, let's not.
I need it. No, you would love them. Anyway, besides the point. Besides the point. Mitchell would kill me. Anyways, uh, there is something I want to talk about though.
Sure.
This current episode and what for lack of a better term, aftermath after the anger and frustration of everybody. So once you've seen the episode, there are two scenes that cause turmoil amongst our groups afterwards. I'm not pointing any fingers. I'm not blaming any names, but we were all a bit irritated, to say the least. I say afterwards. Everybody was mad. Everybody was on each other's nerves. Um, I'll be the first to admit, yes, the scorpion bit, the cave scorpions, not the rider ones.
No, those were
The
fine.
Yeah, the Europhorics. I might have been a little railroady with that. That was a little railroady.
It was supposed to be, though.
It was. I was hoping you guys would explore the caves. The moment you entered that area, though, you were doomed from the start. That was literally designed to be a hey, I'm just doing this to waste your time to add more tension. And I figured some people knew that. It didn't come across that way. I understand it didn't come across that way just because of tensions and everything. And I'm not mad. I'm not mad about that. Some things were said during that though that did make me mad. I got mad. I tried not to snap, but I did bark a little bit. You can all see that in the recording. Um, and because of that though, a promise amongst the company had been broken, which had to deal with mind controlling stuff. We have mended that said promise into a new version. I'm still going to be using mind control. I'm now going to use it to its full extent, but I'm basically going to be giving you guys the options to whether or not you want to face the mind controls. Anytime I do mind control, I'm going to make it 100% option, not a here's this vaguely thin option of like, oh, you pick it or you don't pick it, you have to deal with it later. No, it's going to be here are your couple options. You can deal with the mind. You can deal with the person deals with the mind, or you can deal with something else. You can deal with something else. Those will be your options when it comes to this stuff now. Because I, as the DM, understand. I've had it used on me before. Mind control kind of sucks. It does take your agency away, especially if you kill another player with it. It's like you just forced a player character to kill another player character. I can understand the hatred, and the big thing is with not a lot, but there are a few good monsters that like these are really good to use for high level combat that have mind altering and mind affecting abilities. It's like at some point I either have to start making homebrew or I have to like heavily limit your options at some point.
I'm never going to use it unless it's command, because command is low level and can be beaten.
Command and suggestion are the only two I have no hesitance about.
It's really not that big of a deal. I mean, you get wisdom saves at the end of each try,
Yeah.
and then
Well,
somebody can hit
suggestion
you and make
there.
it go
Yeah.
away.
Suggestion is a no. Command is a one and done. Once you've done the action, you're done. I think I don't think command can allow you to attack somebody unless you're really smart with your words.
No, that's you'd have to use something that's like game shattering to make that happen.
Mm-hmm. Suggestion, you can't suggest to yourself to do anything that would harm yourself, and I don't think you can suggest to harm other people. I'd have to look. I'm actually gonna check that. So yeah, I'm gonna look that up. Just because I don't think you can, but I'm not 100% certain. It's limited to a sense. Okay. Yeah, it has to be a reasonable. Yeah. The suggestion must be worded in such a manner as to make the course of the action sound reasonable, asking the creature to stab itself, throw itself on a spear, immolate itself, or do some other obviously harmful acts at the end, ends the spell. So I can't go up to you and be like, "Hey, I suggest you kill your friend." That's not something your character would normally do. But I could say, "Hey, go hug your friend and don't let him go for as long as possible." That makes a little more sense because it's something like, yeah, you'd hug your friend. Would you hug right in the middle of combat? Maybe. But
No, but I
there's
mean, then you're starting to limit the spell way too much if you're taking the hug
yeah,
option away. That would just be dumb.
yeah. And then we got in the topic of command when True Realm, or not True Realms, but Zupot, because you learned about command flee when I did it on your vampire.
Yeah.
I heard I heard the bitterness in your voice when I told you about it. It's like can't they just grab the dude in Rome's like, no, command makes you have to follow the action to the T. So command flee means he has to use all their movement and their actions to flee away.
Yeah, command's kind of douchey, but it's not shitty, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I know there's a bard school, the bard subclass that lets you use command as a bonus action.
That's so dumb. That's
I think it
ridiculous.
Panic Grim Tongue from the Unexpectables had it. I think it's the Glamour or something.
Possibly.
I don't know if I don't remember the rules. You can do it. You can use your bonus action to do it. I don't remember if it costs a spell slot or not. I don't think it does, but I could be mistaken.
That's besides the point. But yeah, I mean, we all have our different styles. I don't know. I'm not watching 11. I lived through it. I'm not watching that one.
Mm-hmm.
To say the least, after a minute of thinking about it, it wasn't you that I was terribly displeased with anymore. I'll just say that.
I'm not finished with it, so I don't remember what my final statement was. But I could feel your anger, and I was like, yeah, he's mad. He's mad.
Yeah, but I mean, the day after, when you told me what was supposed to happen, it's like, well,
Mm-hmm.
that's what was supposed to happen. That's
Yeah.
supposed to happen literally all of the time.
Yeah, and I wasn't. I should explain this now. People probably wonder like, did I go and apologize profusely? No, no. I
No.
went and apologized for what went wrong. I told them what would happen. I won't lie. I wasn't the happiest with the outcome of that session and a few people's reactions to the session. I was not happy with it. That did not go the way I planned it to, and I'd hoped it didn't. But like any good DM, I just have to work on my balls, my feet. Like I'll say this right now because I think people realize this are realizing it as watching it. The chase scene at the end. I had to scramble for those guys' character sheet because I remember that day. That was the day when Roll20 like removed everything from my folders and like had it all just lined down. I had my folders mixed with three books I'd bought that day. Three like books worth of it. I'd bought two Cobalt Press books and a and one of the like Wizards of the Coast stuff. It was like all mixed together. So I had to be going through it while we were doing combat. I was like, it's not in the folder. Everything's out of the folder. Fine, 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 fine. I found the basic soldier thing first, and I was running off that. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna run them all as basic soldiers until I find who the two big guys are. Then I finally find the two big guys, and I was like, oh, I've been running them wrong. They need this, this, and this. Because I think if anyone actually pays attention, they can see that the bonuses that each of the guys got wavered between the first and second. I think between like the first and fifth round of those combats, because I finally got the big guys' character sheets and stuff.
Well, and two, I don't want anybody to think you were being a prick. I wasn't looking for an apology either.
No,
I want that to be clear. I was not looking for any apology at all. More of
you were mad, and you were rightly so to be mad.
I was mad and looking for an explanation. I didn't give a fuck about no apology. I don't really
Yeah.
I'm not one of those kinds of people that are looking around for apologies like, bums are looking for quarters. I don't I rarely need an apology. I just need an explanation. That's an explanation to me is the apology because after a while
Yeah.
they pretty much just run together.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not always so hard up for stupid shit and getting mad about anything either, so it's not like it's an unreasonable request.
Yeah. And then once we get the payoff in episode 12, and people see that payoff, I personally felt like, because I'll put it this way, this little teaser for episode 12 when people actually see it, I felt like what I did now fell flat. I don't feel like it was as good and as intense as it should have been.
I don't think it fell flat. I think it was. I think because of how out of control it went due to outside circumstances that it forced it to make little sense.
Yeah, it was not supposed to get as crazy and as batshit as it was. What I had planned and what I did and what happened were two separate things.
By a long, long fucking
Mm-hmm.
shot. Because I mean, again, back to what he was saying, it's not that he was trying to apologize, but he still felt he owed me an explanation. So he told me verbatim what was supposed to happen, and that's what really pissed me off because it was great. It's like, why the fuck could that not have happened? That made so much sense, and I would have been completely down for it.
And before anybody starts on the hate group or goes and attacks the character Sheep, don't. He played his character the way he would play his character. I hoped he wouldn't play it a different way. And in hindsight, that is on me. I should have realized Sheep's character wants to be a hero, even though you can't really be a hero in the world. That one's on me. I should have saw that coming. I didn't. I went for this, hey, picturesque what I want. I did the DM blunder of I'm running my story, you're all support characters in my story. I
Yeah.
didn't do the DM thing of this is a world. I'm putting a blank piece of paper. You get to write the story around you get to write the story with a few context clues from me. I made that mistake. I made it where I'm the writer and they're support. It's supposed to be I'm support, they're the writers. That's how you should do it.
Yeah, and
I make the world and they write the story, and I got a little greedy. I wanted this. This was something I was like, I need this picture perfect. I want it to be perfect because I want to make a good story. And that doesn't work when you're playing actual play D&D. Now, if you're doing stuff like no hate to them these groups, but like the Adventure Zone, uh I can't actually think of another big name group. I want to say Critical Role, but I can't claim that they're scripted.
no,
I feel
they're
like some of their
not.
stuff is. I
No,
feel like
but
some of their stuff is, but is.
but fun fact about Critical Role, I found out. I don't think they've ever done a true live show for a very long time because what they do is they actually pre-record what they're playing and then they air it live on Twitch
Oh,
after it's already done.
the only time they do live shows is when they do stuff at cons.
Yep.
hmm yeah, they haven't done a live stuff, but no, like Adventure Zone. I know some of their stuff was pre-recorded, but to be fair, like some of their stuff was scripted. It's not so much scripted as it is just like they're working together to make an amazing story, and that's how they're gonna do it. Like no hate to the Adventure Zone. Adventure Zone's amazing. Go check them out. That's one of the things that got me into D&D. But I did the blunder of all right. At this point, we're not running a D&D session. We're running a story, and I want these guys to do my story. And it's like you can't do that in a D&D session.
Yeah,
And I made that mistake.
and that's not even a you mistake. That is, and there is not going to be a single person that has run a game ever that isn't going to make that mistake, even if this is their 80th time around the block. You're gonna get greedy. You're gonna do something stupid. It's not going to work out, and then you're gonna sit there with a shocked Pikachu look on your face, like, what? What do you mean it not work? Well, it's not going to. People have free will. Sorry. But everybody makes that mistake. I made that mistake plenty of times running the first Kathos, the prequel.
Yeah, and that was the thing was like Kathos. You were trying to the first one. You were trying to drop. You were trying to do a bunch of lore. It's like your mind was more focused on lore than it was, the actual story. Which we you and I both said that up front. It's like, hey, this isn't going to be so story heavy as it is um lore heavy. When you get this world out, we need to get so when we go to the actual recordings, there's the game. There's Kathos. We can make hints at it. We can make comments about it.
Yeah, everybody was more than happy to participate in that. They're like, "Oh yeah, you did a great job." I'm like, "Hey, like every week I would reiterate, look, I'm not trying to challenge you. I'm not trying to do anything for you other than selfishly build lore for my own sake and Flame's sake right now. But next time I promise to give you a proper experience and boy am I going to deliver." Oh boy.
And in my opinion, I still do believe that you are a better DM than me. Trucker too. I believe you two are way better DMs than me.
I think everybody's going to say that about somebody else. Nobody likes to give themselves credit when they're doing something like this. I think it's you can be told 100 times, "Hey, you're better than so and so. You've done this so much better. You're really great at X, Y, Z," and you're like, "Yeah, but I really liked it better when so and so did it."
Yeah, and that's a big thing with people have DM'd like even if you've DM'd for less than a year, because I've been DMing for almost 10 years now, off and on. Because like I've done D&D, I've done Call of Cthulhu, I've done what was the Marvel one? I'm trying to think of that one was
I
called.
don't remember heroes in something or another.
Yeah, I DM'd once in that, but I played a lot as a player in that. I've done tabletop card games. I've done a lot of stuff like because I love the TTRPG community and I'd love to get more into it. Pathfinder is still in my opinion, the best tabletop game. Yes, it's a little clunky. Yes, there's a lot of rules, but that's what gives it its beauty and love. But every DM will tell you, yes, they love DMing. They love having that power. But sometimes we just want to be a player. The only DMs I've met that don't want to be players and want to be DMs all the times are narcissistic power hungries. And
Yeah.
they And after a while, it just gets boring because they don't work with you. They don't play with you. It's like, here's their story, you're in it. And I don't like that, Like a lot of people do not like that.
The one thing that I have to say is when I ran a game the first time, wow, the weather changed drastically. What the hell? I was predicting snow all tomorrow, and now it's rain all tomorrow. That's not going to be fun. Anyway, back to what I
Oh,
was saying. The one thing I thought for certain after uh, I figured that I was going to, run and then never want to run again, and it was
mm-hmm.
going to be a nightmare. But as soon as it ended, I'm like, shit. I never want this to end. This was so fun. I I was like, damn, I could go another 2 months.
Yeah.
But I'm also happy to play, and I'm sure after doing a proper game, doing a proper run and everything, it's going to be. I'll be happy for the break.
Yeah, I get you there. I'm excited for Kathos. It's gonna be a pain in the ass for me to build my character because I've
Yeah,
got
it
to
is.
I unlike everybody else here, the characters I want to play now, um, Roll20 doesn't have my character's class built into it, and then I got two classes on Roll20 built. I bought them, the the Therge, and the Witch from Cobalt Press. They haven't seamlessly designed over, unfortunately.
Oh,
The Witch is
nice.
having the Witch is having problems, like finish loading up so that it can actually be used as a character sheet. And then the Theurgy, which is like a cross between a wizard and a cleric, it's having problems with its spell list
Uh,
capabilities. Because once you pick your subclass on the Theurgies, you only get like 10 spells to choose from at every level, and it's like you only get the same 10 spells. Which that one's fixable. It's just I have to go through my spell list because I am currently making like a list of all the spells that exist in the world, blah 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 blah, for each class. It's like once I get that built properly, I'm gonna use that for my Theurgy, and I'm gonna test run a Theurgy in a game or in a school or something, and be like, here's my Theurgy, here's how I'm gonna play them. If Roll20 ever gets it fixed, because I have put in multiple complaint notices about this. I'm like, here's the problem, here's the emails. Can you fix it? I'm begging you. But
20
yeah.
is good at being fairly responsive, though.
Oh yeah. This is no dog on Roll20. Roll20 is good. Just they get a lot of glitches, and then it's fix and fix and fix. But that to be fair, they're under new management now, so they're going through a whole reboot.
Yeah, and unfortunately, their virtual dice roller is awful.
There's a reason we use our own dice.
It is so bad. Not saying anybody would cheat, but I'd rather people just lie about their rolls than have to deal with whatever bullshit that Roll20 comes up with.
Well, I know there is some Bluetooth. You can get these Bluetooth dice that can connect to Roll20 stuff now.
Yeah, but it looks the way I finally have
Expensive.
the way I have everything finally set up for the way, you've seen it now where I've got the slideshow and everything. If I had to display what people are rolling on the chat log, then I would have to get rid of the slideshow.
Mhm. And we don't want that.
No, the slideshow I spent too much time on. In fact, I have to spend too much time on the slideshow every week because OBS is like, hey, you know that slideshow you made? Fuck your slideshow. It's gone. And I have to re upload everything again. And then when I re upload everything, it's like, it's done it twice. It's like, hey, you know that Dazzle Booper one? Nah, doesn't exist. We don't recognize Dazzle Booper. It's like, that's nice. So then Dazzle Booper's not
Wow.
on there for a week, and then Vincent wasn't on there for 2 weeks because we were doing way too involved of episodes, so I had to pay attention to more of my character sheet than the slideshow because when we record, I watch OBS to make sure nothing gets fucked up. And then I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not seeing somebody, so I opened up the slideshow proper where you can store the files to make it work. And it's like, great, there goes Vincent this time.
You know what would be scary now?
What's that?
If Vincent and Dazzlemover died. 'Cause if they both die, I'm just be like, all right, so OBS is predicting who's going. Don't piss OBS off.
OBS is. I complain about it because if I don't complain about stupid small things, I'll lose my mind about big things. But OBS is actually really great.
One of the few good services.
Well, speaking of great services, I think I might have. I haven't checked on it or done anything to verify this, but I might have found a video editor finally.
Good.
But I don't think I will skip having people read the disclaimer because I think people are really enjoying reading the disclaimer. It's brought a lot of fun.
We can do it this way. It's when we forget to read the disclaimer at the beginning of the video, we can put that.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel bad because I don't. There's an episode, the next episode, episode 12, we forgot to do it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's crazy is, as great as episode 12 was for making up for 11, it pales in comparison of making up for it compared to 13. 13 was ridiculous, and I think next session, as long as it doesn't get too silly too fast, it'll be good momentum.
It all depends. I'm taking I'm gonna take a long rest. I'm gonna sleep in really late tomorrow. Basically today and tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I can sleep out my rest. Because like you guys can hear me right now. I'm sounding nice. I'm sounding fine. I'm on Mucinex, Dayquil, cough syrup, and tea to not be congested and not have that sore throat. When I wake up in the morning, my throat goes from this to like I can't even do it. How bad it is! It's like someone put a cat down my throat and the cat just went crazy scratching.
Well, yeah, but I told you about my dad's medicine. I don't know why you haven't done it.
I can't find it.
You can't find a lemon and a Pepsi?
No.
Oh, that's right. You do live in the ass of America.
I'm fucking with you. I don't like Pepsi.
That's fair.
Pepsi, look, to all you Pepsi lovers, I'm sorry, but Pepsi is hot garbage.
The only reason, and this is going to be the softest thing I think I've ever said, the only reason I like to drink Pepsi is because it's not as harsh as Coke.
Oh, because of the chemicals?
Yeah, and I don't know what the hell they've done in the last 10 years, but you really get the weirdest hint of lemon from Coke. And there's like a weird citrus aftertaste, and it's like, where is that even coming from?
I don't know, man. I'm a Dr. Pepper gang, so that's my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like, Dr. Pepper is probably my favorite, but I will burn myself out on it too fast.
I get you there.
I'll sit there and go, oh, Dr. Pepper exists, and then I'll just pound it like it's gonna, like they're going out of business in a week or two.
Yeah.
And then after about a month of doing that, I'm like, I'll be sipping on one. I'm like, this is the last one I ever have. I can't take it anymore. And then another month goes by. I'm like, oh, it's Dr. Pepper.
I used to have that problem, so what I did is I have 4 drinks I switched. I alternate from, and it's like one for every week of the. Excuse me, one for every week of the month, plus another month. First week, water or tea, whichever one I'm wanting. Second week, Dr. Pepper, any flavor type that I'm going for. Third week, root beer.
Not bad.
Any of the root beers. Root beer's always good. Fourth week, it's an alternation of Fresca and pure water. Because I gotta stay hydrated and I gotta keep my colon clean.
Mug is good, but it is the worst root beer.
Mug is that okay? I'm gonna get hated for this. But Mug, to me, even when it's cold, tastes like a flat, hot A&W.
Yeah, it kind of
They
does.
they put they put too much vanilla in it,
Yeah, yeah, they
and
do.
they didn't put it. Yeah, A&W when it's cold is like cold
Oh, it's
is
the
perfect.
best.
When it starts getting room temp, that vanilla starts coming out.
Yeah, vanilla's way too aggressive of a flavor.
Mm-hmm. My favorite root beer to drink. This is just to drink because root beer has its own like. I'll put it this way: each brand of root beer between the top three, they have one thing that they're specifically perfect at. A&W is perfect for the root beer floats. You cannot argue with me on that one.
No, not at all.
Mug is perfect from out of the can, tailgating or getting from vending machines on long car drives and like highways and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't hate any of them. It's just that Mug is the worst one, in my opinion. And that doesn't even say anything about its quality. It's just my least favorite out of them. I still think they're pretty damn good.
I'm so sorry. Someone just called me, so I cut off right after my rant. I'm so sorry.
No, that's alright.
I didn't hear you said. So I'm gonna keep continuing with what I said, and it might contradict or repeat the same thing you said, but I didn't hear what you said. But as I said, mugs with like the highway and stuff. Barks root beer is the best to drink from a cold glass or from a cold bottle or from a cold plastic bottle.
Yeah.
Barks is the best sipper. I'm sorry. You can yell at me. You can pick a fight with me. I know I'm right, so I don't care what you think. Everybody else thinks.
The problem with A&W is you just want to chug it.
Yeah, A&W is that sugar. It's that, oh, this is good, 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 good.
But all brands of A&W are terrible compared to the brands that are in actual glass bottles.
Mm-hmm.
We've got some Mennonite place near me that sells like a weird sarsaparilla-ish kind of root beer. It's different
Oh yeah.
kinds. It's different kinds of root beer, and it's insane. Like, I think the best one I've ever had was birch.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Birch root beer was so good.
I bet.
It was ridiculous. It's like, wait, they're actually making it from wood? Fine, give me one of them mahoganies.
We
Oh,
used to have this. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I want to feel rich.
Mahogany. We used to have this like amazing mom and pop soda shop. It stayed alive because of the traditions and everything. Like they used the old school syrups and stuff, and they made their own kind of syrup and stuff. But when the pandemic hit and the shutdown and the lockdown and everything, it unfortunately died out because not enough people went there. And the old man that run it, his wife got COVID. She died, I think, like 2 months into the pandemic. He got really depressed and just sold everything.
Ugh.
They never did it the same, but they had some of the best. They had a homemade root beer float. The root beer was made from a specific type of root you can get out here. I can't think of the actual name of the root. It was like snake root, I think, or something.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was snake root, and then there's this tree that grows out here. It looks like a pine tree, but you wouldn't call it a pine tree because of the way the pine needles grow and are colored.
Bruce?
No, not spruce either. It's not spruce. They got like a bluish white tint to them. It's the best way to describe it.
Evergreen.
I think so, because evergreens are not common in the Midwest, like down here, central Midwest. They're more common up like north where you're at. But he had a row of these trees like on an acre of land that he would farm with them on, and that's the roots he would use to make it. And I tell you what, man, it was the best damn root beer float I'd ever had in my whole life. Every Saturday, every Friday after school, you go there with a few friends, you ride your bikes, you drive your truck, you just pour in and be like, we want the root beer float, we want the root beer float. Best fucking place.
Well, we're about 45 minutes in, so I'm going to reiterate just before we continue talking about anything else. We are off December 24th through January 1st. That means nothing. When I say off, that means we might as well be a figment of your imagination. We were ghosts. We'll come back.
Mm-hmm.
We'll come back that following Sunday after the 1st. That is it.
Last recording will be the 17th of this year. I will put it that way.
Yep.
From the 18th to the 23rd, there might might see messages on TikTok, Twitter, stuff like that. You could probably even contact us in the Discord. From the 24th to the 1st of January, a couple people probably won't even get on Discord. You might be able to get a hold of one or two of us, but we're not talking business. Anything we talk about will be family, friends, or just fun.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to still talk to each other, but
No, we're not. What are you talking about?
yeah, we will.
Let's be honest. This is all just a front. Our friendship isn't real. It's all just a front in the game.
Yeah, that's something. I didn't spend the better part of almost 4 years talking to you for no reason.
I know. I had to pay you though.
You had to pay me once.
Yeah.
We'll call it the gas that I spent coming down to see you.
I need to get you. I need to get you in my state again, though. I do.
I cannot foresee a future that I end up in Kansas unless I finally move west.
I mean, I'll just kidnap you if I got to.
You're gonna have
I'll get.
help.
I'll get Thunder I'll get Thunder to distract your girl, and I'll just come and take you.
That's gonna be too much of a pain in your ass. Especially trying to find out where I am.
Fair. Fair.
I always have a bad habit of switching up what I'm doing on the worst days.
Hey, that's a damn truth.
I just kind of I establish a pattern, and then something in my brain is like, let's go do something else.
It's like, here's our pattern. Don't stray from the pattern. Ooh, butterfly.
Yeah. It's like, I'm done with this. I no longer want to play with you. I want to go. I haven't been here in ages. I'm going to go there, even though I didn't like it the first few times I was there.
Mm-hmm.
I've also been trying to walk more. Go for walks.
I need to go back to the gym or start working out again or go for walks because I lost 15 pounds, but unfortunately I've gained it all back and then some.
Oof.
I'm
But,
under 300. I'm under 300, which is what I'm happy about.
but we got Trucker now.
Hey,
You
Spacey.
might have me.
Oh, bro,
Don't do that.
I'll have you all day and night.
Don't call me that.
What? What do you got against Spacey?
That sounds like Stacy. That's terrible.
That's the point.
Yeah, but you're also calling me that. Reminds me of a certain actor I really used to like, but I don't anymore because, he
Yeah.
fucks kids.
Okay, yeah, fair. I'd call you Space Cadet,
And
but that's an insult.
keep calling me Trucker, please.
I want to call you something different though.
That's just
I
because
can't call you Grandpa because I already have a dude I call Grandpa.
You've called us both Grandpa.
Because you two act like grandpas around me sometimes, just because I'm less than a year younger than you, Mayor.
Yeah, but you
Look
also
here, you little
most
shit.
irresponsible, less than a year old than me person I've ever met.
And yet I'm the owner of this company.
I'm the co-owner because you couldn't do it by yourself.
No, because I wanted you as the co-owner.
I keep you organized.
You keep me from saying bad stuff, let's be honest.
Yeah, and I also keep you organized. I have an entire spreadsheet to prove it.
Do you really?
Yeah, you've been...
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody has a copy of the spreadsheet.
Oh, right. Sorry, I'm on a lot of meds right now, dude.
Yeah, so when you finish your list of spells and stuff, I'm gonna need that for the spreadsheet.
I know. Don't worry. When that gets done, that'll be shared to you. Don't worry. Is there anything else you need from it?
No.
Because I think were you asking me about pirates the other day?
That was sheep.
Right.
He was pitching a pirate campaign potentially, and I told him none of us were even supposed to know that pirates existed, and the only reason I do is because I tried to do two things with pirates, and they both fell flat because of circumstances.
Yeah. I've only done pirates in this world once.
Captain Reed's basically a pirate, just without the shitty part about being a pirate.
Reed is like a Reed is what's the fucking term? Private is it privateer? He works for nobody, he does whatever the fuck he wants.
No, that is a pirate.
Then yeah, he basically is a pirate with the ability to go into ports and not be hunted. Although I won't lie, some countries do want to hunt him. He's just popular and like he just is able to pay the fees usually of like, oh, you have a warrant on your head. Here's the magic item. Here's the jewel. Here's the sand. Okay, my bail's paid. Bye.
Oh man.
There's a certain song I really want to sing, but it's copyrighted, so I can't.
Yeah, let's not. The fun fact of the day is I'm the only other person on the planet that knows where Captain Reed went to. Because
Good for you.
well,
Want a cookie?
yeah, I do actually.
Wait. You know where Captain Reed went?
Yeah, I RNG'd it for you.
I don't remember that. Oh no.
I had a thought
Fuck
earlier
me, I remember.
today that'll. I had a thought earlier today that'll either make you not like me or you'll be super proud of me, Flame. It depends.
What is it?
Well, it has to do with the fact that Tremaine is now in possession of a little memory orb, and I can do something with it, but I have to learn how to do it myself because I don't want John to see it either.
You
I
Uh,
don't
want
want him to. I don't want him to know I have it.
you want to steal somebody's memory?
No,
Oh,
I want to put something of his in there.
of John's memory or of your
No,
memory?
of mine.
No, you're not gonna do what I think you're gonna do, are you?
What are the three words in the locket again?
oh no.
Chaos reigns.
He laughs, but I know something he doesn't know.
I'm not actually
Plot
gonna do that.
points are
My
going well.
character.
Trucker is following the proper storyline. Payoff is
Oh, am
complete.
I?
What? I didn't
Am
say
I
nothing. Oh
though?
shit, was I not muted? Hold on, I'm gonna go
Am I
mute while I
though?
write something down,
Because
boys. Y'all take care. I'm gonna go mute for.
am I though? Because Tremaine is the kind of guy that doesn't actually want to forget that he did that.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to forget
Behind the
anything.
curtains. Behind the curtains, everybody. You get the
If that
sneak peek.
if that device was real, like in real life, I have the dumbest use that I would have for that is every time I finished a show I really like, I would just zap it from my mind and rewatch it.
Look, see this entire item that he has put into the world now. If it was used against me, against my character's will, I would be out because both of you know I hate that. But
And you don't get a choice in the matter anymore. But okay.
Flame Flame keeps on, what are the three words? And he just gave me a chance to make one of those three words actually happen. But then
Well,
I won't be able to remember unless I keep that on me and then go, what is this?
do you guys want to know where that device came from?
Yeah.
So that is not my creation, actually. That was created originally by a friend of mine who was playing in the second Sunday group I play before this. Like, it would go this Sunday group, then your Sunday group on the same Sunday.
Yeah.
They were running in Letten. They were actually working in Letten and stuff. They helped invent that item, plus a couple other items. They're also the ones responsible for the council of Letten and the head priestess of the church.
Well, bollocks to them.
I just went ahead and said, I know you guys tried to do something here, and I'm gonna use it. It might not have turned out how they wanted it to, but it turned out how I wanted it to. I
Oh.
got some good play from it.
I mean, that's what it's supposed to be about, really.
Mm-hmm.
But that's enough about that, otherwise Trucker's going to tempt me to say something I can't say.
Yeah, don't ruin my surprise. We got something fun planned for tomorrow. Oh, it's
Well, I
gonna be
mean,
fun hurting him.
you're acting like I've committed to it.
No, it's
Oh,
not that.
no,
It's just that
Trucker.
you brought up
It occurred to me.
It's not anything you said. It's the fact that you said it was the fact that you were speaking and said the word plan that triggered this memory for me. And all I can say is it's gonna be great because I can't say anything other than that. Otherwise, it spoils too much.
Mm-hmm. That'll spoil way too much. But, Trucker,
What?
this is my one warning, for lack of a better term.
Oh,
This
I
is
get a
not meant.
warning.
This is
Okay.
not. This is not meant to be rude, but it may come standoffish. I think I've explained to you what I'm now doing with the mind control rules, correct? Or have I not?
You might have to run them by me again because whenever the topic comes up,
You
I
shut
get a
down.
little defensive. I get defensive
Yes, you shut down a little bit.
because I don't like it.
I'm allowing myself full use of the abilities because a promise was broken. Now, before you say anything or make any comments, I'm making it a choice of the parties if they face said spellcaster mind controller. If majority wins, the majority then will go and face it. If majority loses, the majority will not face it.
Yeah,
Simply as it is, a democracy to
I'm
choose.
I'm confused as to which rule was broken, and did I break it?
No, you didn't.
You and sheep.
It was mostly just sheep. It wasn't even him.
Well, you did it silently off
I
chat, but that's still technically breaking of the rules. But
again,
sheep was the
I
main
wasn't
perpetrator.
I wasn't being serious. I
Serious or
was
not,
doing
words
what
were
we
said.
call a jokey joke.
Some things cannot be
And
joked about, son.
like I was doing it in the goofiest way possible, a gif from a cartoon movie. We're all gonna die. Because I wasn't being serious. I didn't actually think you were gonna kill us.
No,
Now
because when is the last
I
time I've
will
actually
admit,
tried to kill you guys? It's been what since Leviathan 1?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Did October not happen?
October is not supposed to be spoken about. That's where all promises are out the window. That doesn't count for shit.
It doesn't fucking count. You guys are allowed to chant TPK and that shit.
Yeah.
You're allowed to come out with the most broken ass build because I get the chance to open up the black
Okay,
folder and
hang
go,
on.
this is Thundercat
Again.
Mancore.
Again, I am fucking with you.
And I'm fucking right back, brother man.
I hate it here.
But
I heard
I
that,
was
Mayor. You're not allowed to hate shit.
I was posting a goofy ass gif from a cartoon movie that should not have been taken seriously. I will do this though. I will admit I was kind of a dick after the whole, 12-hour hallucination session.
Mm-hmm.
My blood
Mhm.
And
pressure
I
was so
used
high after that that I was tasting metal.
hang on though. I've been meaning to do this all day. The words I used at the time were the incorrect words, and I'm going to apologize for that right now. I said, "Oh goody," instead of one useless item, you get another useless item.
Yeah,
Both of
Thank
those items are not useless. I am sorry I said it like that. But at the time,
situationally
Mm-hmm.
useless.
situationally, they were fucking useless.
Yeah,
I
honestly.
mean, are
Now,
they now? Now that you have
if
time to
we
think
have,
about it?
well, seeing as I don't really think they got used other than the 1 second he used it, and then he didn't think to use it to fly instead of, relying on sheep and buttercup.
What, the
But
broom?
yeah, yeah, the
Yeah.
broom.
Yeah, I figured
I
it was
mean,
going to disappear.
that only lasts,
Now,
because that's an uncommon magic item that only lasts 16 hours.
still could have been used.
Not really. After the 16 hours, he still would
But
have been 2 to 3 days away.
what I'm saying is that we were in a functional cave with 20-foot ceilings. Now, you said, he could use the broom and fly up to the ceiling and he could turn into the coolest, bipedal aerial gun platform. But at the time, it just was like, oh, the RNG is not on Mayor's side because instead of the bubble shield, which makes him immune to force damage and magic missile, he gets a flying broom, which could potentially hurt him more than help him. So my brain said, oh, look,
Yeah, honestly, after
instead
that
of
session, I
instead
will.
of that useless item, he gets another useless item. And I apologize for that.
Yeah,
Oh,
Both
I
of
was
those
never mad about
items,
that.
all I have to
well,
say is because of that episode, I will likely never touch that damn orb again.
I mean, to be fair, you got bad rolls. That's the thing. Hunter always gets sixes. He always gets a six. It's like, okay, go ahead for the legendary ranked item. What the?
Yeah,
yeah.
but I'm not going to ever get
So
that, so I'm not touching that stupid orb
I
anymore.
I will, after the fact, apologize for my careless use of words. Both of those items are not useless, but in the moment,
I mean,
contextually speaking,
I
they weren't
Trucker,
really going to do any of us any good.
Trucker, apology accepted, but I was never upset about the comment about the items. I agree with you. They were
Well,
stupid for
you
the context of what happened. But that
you
orb
said
is
you were
not
getting
meant to
mad at
be.
us right after I said it, which is why I apologize.
Oh, no, no. When I got mad at you guys can see the recording. When I got mad at you was basically right around the time of everyone failing and getting, drugged. That's when I got mad because Sheep kept chanting TPK. And he wasn't doing it in
Because
a joking manner. He was
when
doing that in a very just deadpan. Well, it's a TPK, everybody. Yeah, it's a
when
TPK.
when you when you called us out and you said, frankly, I'm getting kind of pissed off with some of the stuff y'all are saying. It was right after I said, "Oh, look, a useless item after another useless item."
Yeah.
So I felt really bad, and I was like, "Oh," ooh,
No,
because I was also, I will admit, I was running a little on the irritated side because of the whole 12-hour forced hallucination. Cool, fine, I'm over it.
good.
It wasn't really mind control in the way that I really don't like.
No, because you said you didn't like it, so I
So
stopped using mind control. The only thing I did was a hallucination to waste time, which is part of the reason I kind of got mad
yeah,
at you for getting mad at me. Because it's like, look, I followed your rule of don't do mind control. Okay,
it
but it's not
wasn't.
mind control, it's hallucinations. It's a different thing.
I wasn't
I
even really bad about that itself. It was at the time, we were already on a pretty strict, we're only going to just barely make it. But then the 12-hour hallucination session happened to make it that much worse.
Yeah, that was the point. It was supposed to be more
And
dire. I was trying to
It,
build it where it looked like you guys had a real good chance of not making it before next session what happened, which don't talk about what happens next session. It's gonna
Yeah.
break a lot
I
of people's hearts.
won't. I won't. But what irritated me at the time, I'm over it now. I've talked with Mayor about it too. It was just it almost felt like it was needless. Like you were just doing it to fuck with us instead of, spreading it out just a little bit. I don't think that way anymore, but at the time I was like, wow, this kind of
Well,
uh,
okay, your mind was right. That was because you guys didn't explore the cave at all. You didn't get
I
lost, so
mean,
you didn't get lost basically. Like, I'm not saying you should have gone explored, but you didn't get lost. That's what I was hoping
we
for.
we were
You
kind of
didn't
in
get
a
lost in the game.
hurry.
No, that's what I'm not mad that you didn't explore. I was like, well, God, medicine's wearing off. You didn't get lost to go travel in the caves. It's like, well, shit. I kind of need to kill some minutes because I need to upcast the drasticness of it, and because you know what happens to the rest to the you know who's next session. I needed that time to elapse to have it to make sense.
Yeah,
So
all I could say is that session is very detrimental to my health and has likely shaved years off because my blood pressure was so high that I could taste my blood pumping and I could barely walk.
now I
See,
know what to do for your birthday next year, but I'm not finished.
Give me
The
a
I,
stroke.
lo- I look, I love you, Mayor, but competition's competition. No, I'm kidding. Look, there was three other things you could ran into that would have had similar effects, different time periods. The scorpion thing happened only because you sent Crucius down that tunnel.
Damn drow.
fair.
What?
I mean, yeah, fair.
Oh, I thought you said mayor. Like, what did I
Um,
do?
That's what I thought too.
no, fair. 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 But see, please do not take this as haha criticism. This is when we took out the queen, you could have had us kill infinitely more amount of time because the queen of the colony was under assault. And have you ever seen what happens when somebody has like an ant farm and they like move the queen out of the farm?
The ants go
All of
crazy.
the workers go batshit. After
Well,
we
you
killed the queen, you could have had all of the ants that were still in there bum rush us
there were no
and
more.
just absolutely bend us over. Well, see, there could have been.
There no, because I literally designed it that way. I'm like, okay, because there was supposed to be five of the big ones and two of the acid spitters, but I changed it to 3 and 1 because Hunter could have made it, and I had I had an in-game reason to because I did say that Crucius went down there once, killed a couple, and tried to take the stuff from the queen, but he got the bite in the side.
I mean,
I was like,
it
okay,
didn't even have to be the big giant ones because you could have had it been like actual workers like that were half to a third the size,
the thing
gaining all
is,
the benefits of being small and tiny with those AC hits and
the thing
just
is, at that
absolutely
point,
chip damaging us to shit.
I was trying to get you guys out of there because I wanted the scene that we started with in episode 12 was the scene I wanted to end on in episode 11.
Oh,
I was
Yep.
trying to get you out of there. I'm like, okay, I need the payoff. We need the payoff. We need the payoff. We get to we get to the chase scene. We get to the scorpion bit. Sheep doesn't run away. He fights and it throws it all off.
Yep.
I'm not mad at sheep. I made the mistake of acting more like a director than a DM. That's on me. But that session was not as good as it could have been. I'll be the first to admit that.
But that's enough about session 11. They have so much more to talk about, I think.
Ravioli, raviolis. I don't know anymore.
I don't know what that
It would have
was.
been
But
really,
I
it
don't
would
know,
have been
dude.
really
I'm
fucked if
tired.
that would have been episode 13 and the unlucky number strikes again.
Well, no, we did have an unlucky thing happen in session 13, but
We know. Discuss.
we know
yeah,
discussed. You have to watch. You people will love it.
there was like two unlucky things that happened in that episode that were just bad news. One of them was only
Playing.
bad news because Chaos was playing his character correctly.
And that is what I love. Like people can come on here and shout. I will literally yell right back at them. I do not give a fuck if what they does endangers themselves, endangers the party, or throws a monkey wrench into the world. If it is what their player would do and they are playing their character right, then I love it. Look, you don't have to play your character as this like 9D chess player. You can play them as dumb as rocks. As long as you play your character right and you're having fun, you're good in my book. I don't give a fuck what your actions are.
Well, I have bad news for you then.
Man, that's a lot of blood.
What bad
The
news do you have?
the likelihood of Tremaine actually doing that is as near to zero
I don't expect you to
because
do it. I don't expect you not to do it. I
his
expect you to do whatever you would do as Dr. Tremaine.
well, Tremaine's mentality is he never wants to forget because how do you learn from your mistakes if you don't remember the mistake you made? Because
Nice. Very
I
nice.
don't know if you've picked up on it yet, but Tremaine is kind of an insert for me.
Oh no, I picked this up. I picked this up. I think after episode 3 or 4. I was like, "You're just playing yourself."
Yeah, and
I'm for all the viewers who are listening to this, Dr. Joseph Tremaine is essentially a self-insert.
yeah,
I am
Yeah.
playing myself.
and hoax is just bits and pieces of myself that are exaggerated to be self-inserted.
And hopefully someday I can play a self-insert. I don't plan to for a while though.
Aren't you doing that in Kathos?
Well,
No, oh God, no, dude.
you
He's not.
can if
He's not
you
like me. He would. The
you
only way he would be like me is if I actually had a family and what got
ooh,
became a heavy alcoholic
He means a
and stopped
creative
caring about
family,
myself.
not his parents. He's not denying the fact that he has parents. He's not pretending to be
he's
orphan Andy.
he
No, okay. Let me phrase that. If
yeah.
I had a wife and kids,
Yeah,
let me put it that way. No, this dude. Okay, let me put it this way. This dude is based off the Punisher line, but not as controversial as the Punisher,
yeah,
and less. He's nowhere near as a drunk. I'm gonna play him as like this, like think those homeless drunks, the heavy coats, always reeking of booze and other stuff. He's designed to look like a homeless alcoholic person that like you flick a coin to and be like, ah, poor sap. Get him to a shelter, get him off the street at least. That's how he's supposed to look. But inside, no, he's just a dude trying to get information and trying to figure out what the fuck happened.
yeah. Hoax. When Hoax gets dragged into the mud and starts doing toxic shit with Alice, that is the exaggerated self-insert for the most part.
Because you're not that big of an asshole. You're really not.
No, but when anytime Hoax when Hoax threatens Dr. Tremaine for getting in the way, I don't like it when people stand in my way and I hate having my time wasted, so I inserted that and made it more extreme.
Yeah.
Anytime somebody keeps complaining or telling me I can't do something, that I just say fuck you, I'm not doing anything, then that I exaggerated a little bit, and my
I don't know how much you exaggerate
not a
that.
whole lot. It's exaggerated in the sense of frequency, not the actual
Yeah.
occurrence.
Yeah.
And then the biggest one that gets exaggerated is the need to rebel and be irritating about it. not just
Yeah.
silently rebelling, but making it like, yep, I'm doing this because fuck you and fuck you too, and I'm just gonna sit here and let everybody know about it, and now everybody has to watch because you're a captive audience. That is extremely exaggerated. It takes me a minute to get to that point.
Yeah, because that feels more like. I feel like when you do that, it feels more like one of those like Disney Channel high school dramas. That kind of attitude.
Yeah, it's just like,
That's so
meh.
Mayor.
That's so rare. I want that as a show now.
It's basically what this has become.
You
If
know
we
what
ever,
I mean.
if we ever have merch, that's the first T-shirt. That's so Mayor.
Oh yeah, gods, yeah.
If we ever
If we ever have merch, I have 3 things that I want as merch, and that is now one of the 3.
if we ever
Tr-
get to do stuff,
Tremaine's pocket watch.
Let Mayor finish.
if we ever get to do stuff in person, it would be kind of funny to do kind of a what we do in the shadows slash office-esque thing where you guys just play cameraman and follow me around to go do like a day-to-day stupid task.
Problem with that is I feel like that would turn into us bickering amongst each others. Because it would start out you doing the task, and then either Trucker or I would have a comment about the task because it's you. And then you'd have a snarky remark about the comment, and then it would just turn from you doing the task to us bickering about the comment and the snarky remark and everything.
That's a you problem. Trucker spent a whole week with me and he never once remarked about what I was doing.
Oh,
Okay, let me rephrase that. I'm gonna yell at you for being a dipshit. Because in my opinion, whatever you do will probably be dipshittery.
You know, the first episode of that would have to be me driving you guys somewhere to go to a
No.
store or something. Absolutely.
No, I refuse to get in a vehicle if you're behind the wheel again. Nope.
Yeah,
I choose life.
I drive just fine.
Bull
Mayor,
effing shit.
He's mad all
Mario.
because the one time that I see this guy in person, he gets upset because I got mad about putting us in an Arby's parking lot that I didn't know existed because we went down a dead end road because not a single one of us was familiar with Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. So then I looked at
Hopping. Let's not forget you pop the curve and
Nope.
go through the ditch into the parking lot.
I didn't do that.
Yes, you did.
I went. That was the normal driveway. I threatened to drive us off of the cliff.
There was no cliff.
Yeah, there was because we got into the drive-through area and there was that large incline that I was starting to look down, and I looked over at you and you go, "No, no." I'm like, "Okay, I wasn't gonna do it. Settle down. I was just thinking about it for a second. Let me think."
Let's Thelma and Louise this thing.
Yeah, I thought, hey, why go back through the parking lot when there's a perfectly good hill? I learned that from my dad.
Yeah, see, Mayor, did you feel at all troubled when I drove you for that whole last week?
There was only one time that I felt troubled with you driving, and it wasn't even your fault.
Was it when that van broke down in the middle of the road?
It was all of Denver that had me completely shook.
Denver, though, okay.
Denver is not for the new driver nor the faint of heart. It's a little
God,
bit like
no,
Los
it's not.
Angeles.
Don't remind me. I've been through Denver twice. I don't ever want to go back through it.
I hate Denver. I hate Denver International, and I hate Denver too. Denver International is a cesspool.
Oh, there goes our Denver audience.
Nobody from Denver is watching us.
Sure they are. They're doing a bowl, eating a bowl, and then watching us.
And if they are, they know that we're not telling lies.
Yeah, if they've ever been to Denver International Airport, so that's the only thing you have to worry about. Denver International Airport not sponsoring us, as if that was a risk.
There's no way. There's no fucking way. We make too many jokes.
Even Denverites know that Denver kind of sucks.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of anybody from Denver not complaining about it.
Yeah.
The only cool thing about Denver International is the blue Mustang with the red glowing eyes.
Yep, Lucifer.
Not wrong. Well, I'll say this though now from our earlier topic. I'm not gonna lie to you. Trucker, I was planning to implement that mind control stuff either way, even if that promise hadn't been broken, because I wanted to try to introduce it to the world and just try to slowly ease it in to not hurt you, but try to get you over your fears.
It's not a fear thing, dude. It's not. I'm not afraid of it. I'm not scared of it. I
I'm not afraid anymore. I'm proud of
hate.
you.
I hate the idea of not, being able to, control my own head. The inside of my head is the last free bastion of, space a man or a woman has. And when, even if it's a D&D game, somebody's free will being taken away like that just pushes all my fuck you buttons. I don't like it. That's how America I am. The idea of a fictional character losing his free will and agency because of some spell or something pisses me off.
Me too.
What was a spell like effect?
Still the same thing. You're just
It's
giving
the
us more
it's the
I'm just cutting
arguments.
same
hair.
thing.
I'm cutting hairs at this point, just for the sake of cutting hair. Look, I get that. I get
I
it.
would be
This is my only
more
recommendation.
cool with it.
Go ahead.
I'll just say this. I would be more cool with it if there were more frequent checks and saves.
Well,
If
it
it,
depends on the spell, bud.
no, that's where you lose me.
Well, no. Let me explain. Let me explain.
Because
No, go ahead.
okay,
No, you go.
if a character, okay, let's take Tremaine as an example. I don't know what everyone else thinks, but in my head, the way Tremaine is and the way I play him, he's a fairly strong-willed individual.
Yeah.
He's not weak of mind. So if something were to come after him with, a mind control or a mind altering, whatever you want, if it's not like modify memory, like that spell, that's a different thing entirely. But like control person, something like that.
Yeah.
Tremaine isn't weak-willed and he's not weak-minded. It takes a strong will and a strong mind to not only go into war not being a combatant, but being somebody who's actively trying to not be a combatant and to save people in a war zone. To
Okay.
me, that takes an immense amount of will.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna stop you right there. I'm gonna stop you right there. Man, control person as well as dominate person allows you to make a save at the end of each of your turns
yeah,
after the
but
action.
still,
No, still.
because the way it works in my head, as soon as whoever knows that they're on it, it would be a constant, let me go, 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 let me go.
And it
That's how
is.
much
The only
I
ones
don't
that
like
aren't
it. That's
like
how much
that.
I hate it. That's how uncomfortable I am with the entire notion. I don't like it.
Okay. Two things. One, control person doesn't let you change their mind completely. You control their body. Dominate person allows you to change the brain. But
Hmm.
even then, the wording is still a little finicky. You can make the argument that the person is resisting the whole time, which is for the saving throws, which at the end of the turn, every time the creature is attacked, and every time the creature does an action that is against its normal will. The only one I know that does not let you make a saving throw after the fact is Gios. But
Geese
that
is
is literally
evil.
because if you don't do what they command of you, you take psychic damage.
Yeah, and therefore it's equally as fucked up.
Well, it is a very fucked up one, but it only lasts for so long. It's the only one where it's like you get one job. You can only give them one thing. You can't make it something super complex either. You can't be like, I want you to slowly and systematically overtake the government, blah blah blah. You can't do that. You have to give them a direct control type of command. Like,
Well,
I want you to go kill the king. There's your command.
look, this is the way I am, and I think Mayor agrees with me. I am so against the idea of those spells. If I could have my way, they would not be in the game because their entire purpose is to take away player agency.
Well, players can use it too.
And yeah, they wouldn't be allowed to use it either. That's how against it I am. Just like how there are DMs that ban the entire class of cleric because they're too busted.
That no,
It's silly. I never
that's
understood that.
extremely stupidly. Yeah, I don't get that.
The cleric is I've played a very powerful cleric. They're very easy to maneuver around.
Yeah. Like, I get people like they have a huge amount of healing and damage output. Yeah,
They still have to do it though. They
they
still have
yeah they
to
still have to be able to
make
do
it
it.
happen.
And there are several spells now that counteract healing abilities.
You know, I could. Okay, so I'm looking at the calendar right now. Today is the 2nd. Uh,
Yeah.
Episode 12 would go up on the 9th, and 13th would go up on the 16th. If I just don't upload this until the Friday, Friday the 15th, we could probably just talk about all the other episodes, honestly.
That's really deep in, and we've already said we wouldn't. Do we want to do that?
I mean, it depends on how long we want to do this for. We could. I don't think it
How long
really
are we?
matters.
How long have we been going for?
We've only been going an hour and 27 minutes.
To be fair, I
I'll
can't
abstain.
stay super duper long because remember, there's another game tonight.
Yeah, but Flame and I ain't doing anything.
Yeah, and I don't want sheep. Yeah, I don't want to keep. I don't want to keep Trucker from sheep though. I want Trucker to go play in sheep's game.
Well, yeah, but we can continue talking if we want. I don't know. It depends on how long you want to do this for.
I'll leave it up to you guys. I'm for or against. I care not.
I'm fine with going for a while because this day has all of a sudden hit the brakes as soon as I got off of work.
I feel you there.
I'm
I'm
not
good.
really doing anything.
I'm good with going, but I don't remember exactly. I think we start at 7:30 Central.
Oh, you still got another 2 hours, man.
I'm just saying I can't go forever, but I can go
No, we
for
wouldn't go forever.
No.
the near
Alright.
future.
We want to keep. I want to try it because if this is a holiday special. I want to try to do it for at least 2.5, maybe 3 hours, just because.
Oh, that's
Okay.
right. You did want this to be a holiday special. Well,
Yeah, we don't.
belated Merry Festimas to everybody.
That was.
We hope you had a good Yule and Christmas, Hanukkah, and
Festivus, Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa. I was like, what the fuck is that Kwanzaa word?
Kwanzaa,
Okay.
Hanukkah, Festimas, Yule, Christmas.
Festimus. It's Festivus. It's Festivus for the rest of us.
I said Festimas.
It's
Anyways,
this
because we're
with
doing
a
this.
B. Festivus.
Because we're doing
Nah,
this, and I want to do this.
Festimas
Okay,
is funnier.
what? Before Trucker
She
and I
lives.
get into our first blowout fight, what is it that you want to say?
She lives, boys. She lives. That's all I
What?
wanted to say.
Anyway, besides.
Alice lives.
Oh, yeah, okay,
I knew
alright.
that.
Well, no, because we're talking about episode 12 and 13 now. That's what he was
Oh.
getting at, but it got buried by our stupidity.
Yeah. No.
So wait,
right
what
now
episode
you guys
do we have to not talk after? 12?
No, we can
13.
talk through. Yeah, probably not 13. Let's not talk about 13.
Okay. So then I guess we're talking about 12. Let me know if the payoff worked, guys. I guess that's all I'm gonna ask. Comments, just let me know.
Um,
I personally feel like because what happened in session 11, 12 fell flat. It fell flat to me.
It just got a little silly because if the governor wasn't such a dumbass, he could have just asked Hoax and it would have been fine.
Well, that's the thing. The governor, I think you guys are kind of misunderstanding this whole everybody can be friends. That's not how I'm trying to play these characters. The governor does not care if you live or die. The only reason he decided to say fuck it, I want you to go find my brother is because the governor was dying. His cells had stopped working and they were actively like falling apart. He was gonna be dead by the end of the day. He's like, fuck it. I can't just kill him and send the shit off. I have to keep him alive so he can send the items to my brother and talk to him and go kill the Brotherhood of Evolution.
Yeah.
Because if he wasn't going to die, he would have killed you on the spot and healed himself. But unfortunately, it was too late to fix himself. So he's like, all right, I'm going to keep you alive. Here's what I want you to do. Here's my pity story. Like me, don't like me, I don't give a fuck. You are now considered a target for the Brotherhood of the Evolution because you killed one of their experiments that escaped, and you're a changeling, and they would love your skin and blood cells.
Yeah.
Have fun with that.
We'll have plenty of fun with that. We'll take care of them. We'll fix them up.
Yeah.
We'll fix
Which
those goofy fucks.
I can't wait for you guys to get to meet them because they're going to become very prominent once you leave the capital. You might meet them in the capital, you might not. It depends on how far a rabbit hole somebody goes down, but you will definitely meet them outside the capital because they're very involved with something going on right now.
Yeah, and we'll take them out. It'll be fine. They're not designed to be impossible to fight.
No, they're just they're kind of like the Brotherhood of Steel
Yeah,
from
so
Fallout New
just
Vegas.
ants.
They're pains in the ass who, instead of hiding technology, they're like, we're gonna use this tech to create shit and feed ourselves and keep the war machine turning.
Yeah, they're not like an impossibility. They're just ants.
But are ants that pit the big monsters against each other and then come scavenge off the dead, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, I mean that is just gonna be whatever. That's just standard.
Yeah.
But yeah, Hoax gets hit with the old simp alert after talking to a god-ish, not really a god, just
They existed before the gods. They existed before the mortals. I'll put it this way. Uh, they were created when the Titan whose body was used to make the celestial plane. Oh fuck, I never explained that to you guys. Well, there's the spoiler. Um, they were made from basically little specks of them that made the stars, and they coalesced to make a being out of
I do think that was the best part of the interaction with Constellation on my end, though, is oh fuck, you don't know about the Titans. We're not talking
it.
about that. Well, I'm talking about it, so you best just get on with it because I'm an investigator. I'll find out anyway. that was that was good on my end, but he didn't want to play
did
ball.
Discord just take a shit?
I don't
Mayor?
know. I'm still here.
Uh, you cut out hard, dude.
Really?
Yes.
All right. Sorry, audience. I'll repeat myself. No, I said that one of the better moments when meeting Constellation was saying, he was talking about a Titan. I'm like, what the hell's a Titan? And he's like, oh, fuck, you don't know about that. Never mind. Did I basically tell him, well, I want to know about this. And he's like, we're not talking about that now. And I'm like, well, I'm talking about it right now, so you might as well get to the bottom of it.
No takesies backsies, damn it.
The problem is, like, I would love to spoil, like, I'm in the current process of getting this all finalized, but like I have written up how the world was actually made and then how the world was made according to these people. And the
'Cause
way that people are normally taught is the way according to these people. That's not the right way. That's not actually how the world was made, but they don't tell you that.
Yeah.
Because I heard what
So
you said, and I'm like, hey, somebody's been reading the books I recommended.
I will put it this way: it is heavily influenced from Greek and Nordic, Nordic stories, with a few dash sprinklings of Christianity mythos as well.
Yeah, because in the Norse mythology, the three gods, Vili, Ve, and Odin, killed Ymir, the first giant, and used his body to make Midgard or Earth.
Yes, but remember, I'm not using giants because the giants already exist in the world and they're nowhere near powerful
Oh,
enough to be considered
I,
gods or
I
god
know,
above being.
I
Where
know.
the
I'm just
whole
saying, hey, I see the inspiration there. Good job.
and I'm using more or not Christianity, but uh
Greek.
Greek mythology for the Titan idea. That's like I took from Greek. I'm like Titans, the idea of Titans. Like I won't even lie about that. I stole that right from Greek mythology. But I was like, I'm gonna warp it and switch it to my thing. Because in Greek mythology, the world exists, then the Titans come around, if I remember correctly.
I don't know nothing about the Greeks.
Depends on how far. God damn it! It depends on how far back you go,
We're not
because
getting
you can
into
go
this,
back to the Titans. Oh, come
Trucker.
on, it's fun
Trucker, I love you like a brother and a grandpa, but we're not getting into this.
because it's a fight between Kronos and Gaia that creates Olympus.
Yeah.
Come on.
Anyways, um, did you guys
Good talk.
enjoy episode 12 though? Like honestly,
I
Yeah.
I did.
John's still an idiot, but yeah, I enjoyed it.
yeah,
I mean,
he's play. I'm playing him literally as the I fucked up. I know I fucked up. I'm not going to admit my fuck ups. I'm gonna play stoic and never complain or talk about them. I'm gonna waste my life protecting someone else.
Because in episode 12, Captain Dumbass stops me from knocking on a door, which reveals things that are not meant to be revealed. And then in the same
You're
breath,
welcome.
in the same breath, Grandmaster Stupid, the undisputed master of dipshits, decides, oh yeah, Hoax definitely knows what he's talking about. I'm just going to keep lying to the guy, lying to his face, even though he doesn't let things go. I know who.
I'll
Huh?
put it to you like this, Flame. Episode 12 is the episode 12 is that dip in like the last 70% mark of a particular Guns N' Roses song. We're like, hey, the song's over. No, it's not. Because 12 is like the dip, but then 13 happens,
Mhm.
which we won't which we won't talk about.
I
12 was
want to talk
good
about that one so bad, but
Yeah,
God,
13
because
is the best.
12 is good because it's
Uh oh. I think he's gone.
it,
Yeah, 12 is great because without 12, the majesty of 13 could not be
I
realized. Hello? Hello?
but
What?
He
What
said
was
he's
the
getting his ep- he
What
said
was
he's
the
getting his
episode we just
episodes
recorded?
mixed up.
What was the episode we just recorded?
13.
13.
Dude, Discord took a massive shit. I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, he said
And
which
then-
episode. He said which episode did we just record? That was 13.
Then 12 is the episode where Chaos and Elise had their fight. Then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
That's where he
what I thought.
becomes. That's where he becomes froggy.
I missed
That's where he becomes simpy.
I missed a small portion of this conversation because Discord just shat itself.
Check the recording. Make sure to see if it's still going, bud.
Oh yeah. OBS is fine. It's Discord that is just falling apart.
We
Mayor,
basically we got
long
into an
story
argument
short,
of
he
like
was trying to figure it out. We
yeah,
got to
I was
figure
trying
it
to
out.
remember if Chaos's fight was 12 or 13, which we figured out it's 12, so I can talk about it. So yeah, I'll tell that right now. Some of you might be like, what did he use? What did he use? He used so basically what he did was he used an amplifier stone to increase the amount of draconic energy that he has in his body, which you can see like on his body now at the end of the fight. He pulled a cheap trick and just polymorphed chaos
Yeah.
because he panicked. Like I'm not gonna lie, he panicked. He's like, oh, with Chaos being able to heal himself, he didn't know how if Chaos was the social points, he didn't know how much Chaos is left in the tank. And it's like he's running low. He has no more point spell slots at that moment for counterspell. He's all out of third and fourth level slots. He had one left actually for the polymorph. So he was like, all right, polymorph you.
You become froggy.
Become frog.
I just can't wait
I
for
lo-
tomorrow.
I love that video.
I can't wait either. I'm gonna try to get us to a specific thing as fast as possible.
I'll remember pacing. No.
Fuck pacing. We're doing this thing.
Well,
No, I'm kidding.
there's
All right. Don't fall into the director trap again.
Nah.
the thing that I'm talking about is going to be pretty much immediate, and then whatever the hell he's talking about will be soon to follow, I'm sure.
I'm just wondering how people are going to react to the end of episode 13.
It depends how many John heads we have.
The big thing is, I think I'm loading up on drama, and I need to pull back a little bit.
Don't pull back hard, just pull back a tad. I mean, you already know what
Level out.
Yeah, I think what me and him discussed a little bit for 14 is what I was allowed to know because what has to pertain to me will pull back on the old plane stick, and then we will even out a little bit and then probably get back to it.
Yeah, I need us to get back to a more level thing because I am, oh boy, I'm having to take a nosedive into the drama. But this ship ride was supposed to be a lot of ups and downs.
You're gonna, from what it sounds like, you're going to add drama, but it's going to be silly at this point, which will even it out.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm trying to even it out, but I'm also trying to make it. I'm not trying to make it be like, oh, the drama was lost, because I don't want to be like, oh, we're running a dramatic show. What happened to the drama? It's like the director just forgot it.
You also don't want to diminish the drama. The drama has to stay comfortably under the radar and be brought back up when needed.
Uh-huh.
And trust me, it was a fucking episode 13 is a lot like one of the best songs ever put on vinyl.
You choose your words very carefully.
I'm sorry, Trucker. You want to explain that one to me again? I don't know if I believe that.
I was getting ready to do a true statement that comes off as a shit post, or our friend Mayor over there because I love the song
Know
and he hates the
exactly where
song.
the hell you're going with this, and you're wrong.
Episode 13 started out like na na na, but I can't
The
continue it because we'll get copyrighted. But
As long as you get
the
us copyright,
pacing,
I
the
will get you
Okay.
fired.
pacing was perfect.
okay,
It was just like flirting with disaster the whole time.
here's the thing. There is famous rock star Alice Cooper was once told that his first album was a tragic waste of plastic. Everything Molly Hatchet has done is a tragic waste of air.
Nah, man, you're just you're objectively wrong.
I don't know how you could form a band that sounds that good and then all of a sudden he just hits the bed as soon as he opens his mouth.
Okay, Flame, Mayor's wrong. So let me convey what I'm trying to convey here.
Go for
The
it.
song "Flirting with Disaster" by Molly Hatchet has one of the best
I know the
executed
song.
guitar solos
I know the song.
because the way that song works, it's like you're behind the wheel of a 800 horsepower muscle car the entire time, right? The song
Hold on,
starts,
wait,
you're
time out 1 second. Time out 1 second. Audience, we sorry about getting off track, but this is how it goes. Please continue, Trucker.
This is completely relevant to what we were talking about.
the song "Flirting with Disaster," you're behind the wheel of a 800 horsepower machine of speed, right? The song starts, you're getting on the freeway, you're on the on ramp, okay? And then the drums hit, and you're all of a sudden look down and you're doing 90,
Yep.
but you're comfortable because the song is just like, yeah. But then you start to slow down a little bit. You look down because you see a cop, and you're like, I'll bring it back down, and it slows down to a nice, comfortable 70. But then the song starts to dip a little bit more, and you slow down to 65. But then the solo starts, and you're like, fuck it. Then you just floor the gas pedal.
I have
And then the next thing you know, you're doing 150 down the interstate, and the solo just carries you through to the end of the song because it's 90, 90, 90, 70, 65, 150 for a minute and a half, and then it levels back out to 90, and that's how the song works. Episode 13 was like that. It's let's get up to speed. Holy shit!
here
For
here's a
2 hours.
here's a better equivalent for people that have a real taste in music. Panama by Van Halen.
No,
Wow.
Panama
Hands
doesn't get
being
fast enough,
thrown.
man.
Yeah, you're right. It is not fast enough.
Panama just doesn't get fast enough. Flirting with Disaster hits 150 miles an hour and it stays there comfortably for like a minute and a half. It's one of the, and this is me speaking. You got to hear some of the stuff I listen to. The guitar solo for Flirting with Disaster is one of the best guitar solos of the 20th century. I will die on that hill.
Trucker didn't bother playing Molly Hatchet for me while I was there.
Wait, really, Trucker? You didn't?
No, it
No.
never came up. We weren't in the car long enough.
Ah, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
No, but I did play. I did play some stuff that I know he likes.
Yeah, and then
'Cause I
all
wanted
I
to be a gracious host.
all I have to say is I cannot wait to receive the text about this segment. It'll be hilarious.
From who? Your dad or your girl?
My dad, my girlfriend's not going to say anything other than something that she knows will piss me off because she's
What?
wonderful and she likes to bother me.
What?
She's gonna
Look, I love.
she's gonna say I'm
father. Don't get me
right.
wrong. I love your father. Don't get me wrong. But what in the gods' names, all of them, could your dad say?
My
Oh,
dad,
he's gonna say that I'm wrong.
my dad hates Molly Hatchet more than I do.
Your dad is a wonderful man. Your dad is a wonderful man. Your dad is a wonderful man. Mr. Mayor, father of Mayor, you're a wonderful man, but your music choice,
Is incredible.
it's your opinion, sir. You are entitled to your own opinion.
I don't know how I got wrapped up with a bunch of. hatchet heads.
I don't love them, but I don't hate them. They're not the worst.
They're southern rock. There's not that many groups in that genre. You've got Leonard Skinner, Molly Hatchet, the Outlaws, and that's pretty much it.
Yes, but the big problem is Molly Hatchet sounds like Kermit the Frog.
No,
Wait, are you listening to him sober?
I listen to I'm listening to you sober right now, and you don't sound like
That's your
you don't sound
that's
like
your
Kermit the
problem.
Frog.
No, that's your problem. You can't listen to him sober. What are you doing?
Trucker,
Molly Hatchet is Molly
You gotta
Hatchet
be
is one of those groups where you either like them sober or you like them buzzed. There's
you
really no in
I
no,
between.
you
will.
gotta be super depressed and not wanting to live. That's how you listen to Molly Hatchet.
I don't.
Oh, fuck
Where
you.
the hell are you coming from? This I
I'm
like.
playing the fuck with everybody game.
This is the most bizarre shit in the world. Though I will say the one time that I was at work and Flirting with Disaster came on, I was just kind of looked up at the ceiling. I'm like, yeah, it fits. This is good. I was actually kind of genuinely like, all right, this fits what we're doing. This is good.
See?
I just put it this way: like, did your dad like straight up hate Molly Hatchet, or is it just
Absolutely.
one of the, or is it okay? Because like, is he just straight up hate it, or is it just one of those things where it's like, they're not my thing. I'm gonna turn them off. But if I'm forced to listen to that or nothing, I'd take it over nothing.
No, my dad is a lot like me, where even you can't really tell what he likes because he'll make fun of what he likes too. But if
That kind of guy.
but if Molly Hatchet comes on, he sits and listens to it on the radio so that he can make fun of it and blow off steam.
See, I knew I liked your
Oh
dad.
wait,
I knew I liked your
I
dad.
forgot another group. 38 Special belongs in Southern
Yeah,
Rock.
there's nothing wrong with 38 Special except for 1 year. It wasn't even 1 year. I don't know what the hell is with Wisconsin, but they keep touring Wisconsin, and every radio station is like, doing that same cliche thing that you see from the memes. We play nothing but hard dudes playing hard rock, and they're rock hard, and everybody's afraid to
Wait,
play
hang on.
this stuff.
Let me pick this. Let me see if I can pick the song that they start with.
Yeah.
Hold on loosely.
Yep. Every damn time. Hold
Is
on.
it is it wrong? I can't remember what band you're talking about. Like, I feel like I know
38
what you're
Special.
talking about, but I can't think of anything they've ever done.
That's fine. You'll be all right. Like,
You hang on. I think I can do this and not get us hit.
yeah.
You see it all around you.
Yep.
Good, loving, gone bad. I can't do it in the tempo because it'll pick it up and we'll get hit.
Yeah. But
Nope. Just send me a link to a couple of their songs. I'll listen to them after the
they're
recording.
not bad, but when every local radio station is only playing them because they're doing their 950th farewell tour, it gets a little old. Them and Tesla.
Farewell number
Da-na,
337.
Yep. This is
da-na-na.
it. This is it for real this time. Totally, absolutely for real. Final farewell, retirement of farewell, retirement tour forever. Number 2, part 3 of chapter 5.
And then
Hooray!
the next year, turns out, I can't remember the drummer's name, but it's like, turns out he needs more money because his wife is taking almost all of it. We got to tour again,
Yep.
guys.
Turns out his wife cheated on him and she's taking everything. That's
Which
how it goes, though.
is exactly what happens with Motley Crue too, all of the time.
Oh, oh,
Okay, hold on. Let's look. I'm not denying it, but damn, there's a blast from the past I haven't heard in a bit.
They can't even sing or perform anymore, and they still keep going.
Yeah, but at that point, you're not going to hear them sing, perform. You're just going there literally for the nostalgia.
You know what kills me though? Like legitimately kills me. Those dudes from the 80s are starting to fall off,
Yeah.
but Keith Richards is still going strong.
Keith Richards is going to outlive all of us.
Keith Richards and I think his name is Fred Perry, the guitar player for Aerosmith.
Yeah.
They both were so blasted for all of the 60s, all of the 70s, and most of the 80s. They don't remember those decades, but they are still kicking and going strong. But guys like Axl Rose and Nikki Sixx, who were batshit crazy in the 80s, are falling off quick.
Well, Axel's trying to burn himself out. Axel doesn't only frontline for Guns N' Roses anymore. He does AC/DC now too. And they tour together, and he does both shows together.
Yeah, that's kind of like no disrespect, but that he's gonna burn himself to the ground at this rate.
He's trying to.
See, I'm that guy. Like the AC/DC fandom is split in two because you've got the Bon Scott guys, but then you've also got is it Brian Young?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's Brian Young.
You've got the two camps in AC/DC, and I like all of it. But the second he just said Axl Rose is fronting for AC/DC, I was like, ugh.
That's
Ugh.
fair.
That's
is
because
fair.
the original guy is his hearing is holding on by a
Gone.
thread, and they said that if he gets in front of any speaker at all ever that is playing concert level volumes, he will be deaf forever.
Yeah.
Yep.
Look, there are two concerts that happened in the past that if time travel is ever invented in my lifetime, I'm going back to watch. One of them is the Queen Live Aid show at Wembley.
Yeah.
Because you can't not go see that one. But the other one is the 1991 AC/DC Live at Donington.
I got a better one. I don't remember what year it is, but when U2 was filming the music video for I don't remember what the
Mysterious
song's
Ways.
what for what?
Mysterious Ways.
No, the one where they jumped on top of a liquor store in downtown LA and caused a giant traffic.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking
Yeah,
about.
I forget what the name of that song is right now, but that is my absolute. I would kill to go see that.
I just want to
See, a
see.
lot of
I just want to see
people-
people's reactions to traffic. That is what's gonna be hilarious. Is, why are we backed up?
No,
You're
people
not
were
gonna believe
I-
it.
people were thrilled, dude.
I've seen LA traffic. Trust me. People that were right there were having a great time, but people 5 miles down the road going, "What the fuck?" Yeah,
Yeah,
they
that's
were
what I'm
pissed.
saying. I'd love to see those people who are like, "Why are we backed up?" You're not gonna believe it. Like I want to hear their reactions to it.
No, my favorite part of the whole video is, yeah, they said if you guys go up there, you're getting arrested, and the lead singer's like, all right, well, we got one shot at this, we gotta make it count. Sure enough, they got arrested.
I'm like, are you surprised?
That was awesome. But yeah, I think with everything we've discussed for episode, or what could happen in episode 14, it'll be a good evening out point between 13 and 12.
See, 13, Flame, you had your foot all the way down on the gas pedal. So for 14, you need to kind of start feathering.
You just gotta coast.
Yeah, just
Hey, look, 14 will be good. I think you guys will enjoy what I have planned for 14. What I have planned for the rest of the show, I think, will be liked by everybody. I think everybody's gonna enjoy it. Everyone's gonna have a good laugh at it. But yeah, like what's gonna happen is what's gonna happen. The rest of this boat ride, I want to be somewhat more peaceful, somewhat more calm and casual. But if it goes wrong, it goes wrong. You know, like there's nothing I can do about that. Because I'm probably gonna cut out some of the downtime in between. Because let's be honest, you guys have been on the boat a little while now.
Yeah.
I might do like one person gets one little bit of screen time before it's the next spot, and it's the next spot and the next spot, because I'm just trying to get us. I'm trying to get us through the boat so we can get it over with.
Yeah, we gotta.
Because I think you all want to get to the capital. I think you all want to get there and get your shit in the capital. Because there's a lot of good stuff in there I think you don't like.
Yeah, we gotta keep the momentum of the drama, but put our foots firmly on the gas to get the hell out of this boat.
hmm
Because we've been on the boat since like episode 10.
Yeah, it's what episode? We just recorded episode 13. You're going to be on the boat for at least a minimum of 3 more episodes. At minimum.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it'll
At
be
max,
fine.
I've got no idea.
Well, it depends on how crazy we want to make the last couple of last couple of days of travel.
I mean, yeah, if you guys say, you're like, hey, Flame, you know how you have no control over this stuff? Yeah. We're going to set the boat on fire.
Chaos tried that.
We're gonna we're gonna turn
Yeah.
this D&D session into a D&D version of the movie Ghost Ship.
Don't.
have
Don't you
you
don't you
have you
dare
have you
do that
seen
to me.
have you seen that movie?
No.
Yes, and it's crappy.
Oh, Mayor. Ooh, next time you're out, I got to get you to see it. Because it's got, as bad as that movie is, it has one of the most badass horror movie intros of all time.
That's the only good thing about the movie, though.
I know.
People can come at me for it, but like, no, that's the only good part about the movie.
The movie sucks balls, okay?
Oh,
But
but
like the first 5 minutes of it are amazing.
that's awesome. So if you're admitting this movie is also bad, Trucker, there's no way I'm gonna be able to sit through it because you showed me heavy metal and
No.
you were
See,
thrilled.
here's the thing though. I won't even make you watch the whole movie. I just want you to watch the intro.
Yeah, the intro is
Because
pretty good. Like,
the intro is fucking fantastic because it is practical effects. They actually did it. They didn't. I'm gonna have to tell you what they did.
no, don't
The
tell
whole
them.
the whole premise is that it is a luxury like cruise liner kind of a thing, right?
Yeah.
So there is an open air promenade deck where people would dance and have, fun, and they had, a band out there, and there were like 100 or so people dancing, and uh, a thing happens which causes a drag line to snap and just whip its way from one side of the ship to the other side of the ship, and yeah, everybody. Like at the end of that clip, because they did it with practical effects, they had an actual drag line and they had fake blood and like, bits of stuff on it because it literally just cut through like 150 people and the shit looked real.
Yeah,
It was a great, like, see, the problem with horror movies nowadays is everything is CG. There's no practical effects anymore.
That's why everything sucks.
Ghost
you're
Ship
not wrong.
actually had practical effects.
You're
And
not
the
wrong.
movie on a whole is like a 5. The
4.
intro wasn't there, the movie would be like a 2.
I'm sorry, Trucker.
Nah,
The movie's a 4 at best, a 1 at worst.
the intro brings the movie up to a 5. But if you don't watch the intro for the movie's like a 2.
Nah, the intro is the only reason the movie's a 3 in my book.
Well, that's why neither one of us are film critics.
Probably for the best.
Although you and I and Mayor could do a better job than people that work at, say,
What you talking about? I've never heard of such stuff.
Should we
I
start?
can't say it because they'll get mad at us.
I
Should,
I know that's why I'm saying I
should,
I know that's why I'm saying myself.
should we start doing movie reviews?
Just us watching
Oh
a movie and
yes,
having our
God
comments
yes,
during the
please.
movie. Please, I would love that because we'd each have our own
We
topic
just do
about
our
it.
own version. We each just do our own version of Mystery Science Theater.
Yeah, I think doing that.
Mhm.
MS,
I think
MST3K.
we should all get together though and have like a. We'll do a 3-part series. What the hell was that?
Watching a movie.
Oh, what the hell was that series? That name you guys? That's just Mare or whatever the hell you, or that's so Mare or whatever the hell you pitch.
That's
Yeah,
yeah,
that's so Mayor.
that's so Mayor.
Yeah, I think the three of us should get together and try to film like 7 episodes. Just have them be 15 minutes long.
Next time you come out, we get Flame to come over to my house too, and then we just set up cameras and we watch shitty movies in my living room
How
on
shitty
ye
we
old.
talking though is the question.
I
Because
can't sit through shitty movies.
I
yeah,
could make you watch. I could make you watch heavy metal, and then Mayor will be in the other room screaming.
You should.
I've seen heavy metal though. It's not
Uh,
that bad. Like
It's
I'm not
horrible.
gonna stand here and say it's
heavy,
a great movie,
heavy,
but
heavy
it's
metal is
interesting.
a cult. Heavy metal is a cult classic.
Emphasis on the
It
cult part.
was. It Well, I mean, Heavy Metal was a movie that was literally just an amalgamation of bits.
Yeah.
Every bit was animated by a different studio. The movie
Hmm.
was basically one big 90-minute long music video, and it's awesome. There are
Awesome's a
three
word I'd use for it.
Uh,
there are three great bits. Hanover Fist, the B-52 scene, which
Which
was
shall live in for
basically.
infamy.
And then the last one, the fucking Saga of Tarna, man,
The
that one
B-52
is.
scene, I will give you this. The B-52 scene was always is good. It is the go-to scene whenever I do anything where I need a GIF for a bomber.
if I'm gonna put it to you like this, if I were to be kidnapped and the only way to gain my freedom was to watch the movie start to front, I'd tell them they can keep me. I don't want my freedom that bad.
Mayor didn't even like all of the, like, not even tongue in cheek, the blatant just names that are double entendres and puns.
I was so horrified by
I
the
don't blame
majority.
him.
I was so horrified by the majority of that movie they went over my head.
Okay, like the main character, the cabbie from the first bit, his name is literally Harry Canyon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that went way over
H
my head because I was so busy being horrified that I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
Harry, baby.
I've seen it. I know what the entendres are. I don't blame Mayor for not getting it, for having everything go over his head because he's too horrified of it. Trust me, the first time I ever watched that movie, it was it was a bunch of kids. We got the DVD. We're like, don't tell mom, don't tell dad. We're gonna watch it in the basement when no one's around. It's like, oh, it was such a good thing. Then next morning we're just like, oh, none of us went to bed. No, we're all
By
still too
the
traumatized from what we saw.
by the way, Heavy Metal was the first animated film in American film history to show titties uncensored in the
Absolutely.
theater.
Both.
Can you- people don't realize how fucking batshit crazy Heavy Metal is, because that movie aired in theaters because it was before the PG 13 R, NA, and X system was put in place. So that movie aired, and people were going to see it, walking out traumatized, like Mayor. And that's one of the reasons why I love the movie so much, is because it traumatized an entire generation of people.
You're not wrong.
It does not need to be viewed by anybody. They should lock every copy of that in a vault
And
and have it guarded by
one of my,
Terminators.
one of my favorite things in the
Terminator
movie
really?
is, well, yeah, he hated it, man. Like, I
I
can't
get that
even.
he hated it, but like I didn't
I
realize.
got him. I got him to barely admit that the bits I mentioned earlier, the Hanover Fest scene, the B-52 scene, and then the Saga of Tarna, which ends the movie. I can only just barely get him to admit that those three parts are good. The rest of the movie he fucking hates.
The best part
And
is that
don't
it was so bad that I don't remember them. I was probably under duress.
My favorite thing about the movie, though, is one line of spoken dialogue, and it was said by John Candy. And he said, I can't walk around here with my dork hanging out. It kills me that John Candy was playing like a 14-year-old kid. And
Oh,
he
that's right.
sounds hilarious as fuck because the 14-year-old kid gets transplanted to a different world by the Lochnar, and he gets put in the body of a big buff fucking black dude. And then he like takes a strip of cloth and goes, I gotta put this around me. I can't walk around with my dork hanging out.
Yeah, I remember. I remember. You remember? I remember.
I
You
remember
remember.
that movie is great because it's but so bad that it's good at certain parts.
that's that's
But
certainly a
then
review for it.
for all the people who think I subjected this man to mental torture, I made up for it because I got him to not think about heavy metal by showing him the horror masterpiece that is 1408.
1408 is really good. I feel like that movie got slept on hard.
It does. It really really does.
The next time you're out, I'm gonna show you. I think it's called No Vacancy.
No,
Oh, that
no,
one's
no,
horrifying.
no,
Oh, that
no.
one's a
Trucker, fuck
lot.
off. No,
I've
I'm not
seen
watching
that
that
one.
again.
That one is that I've
No.
already have problems with paranoia.
Well, you don't
I
like you don't like the concept that movie has, man.
the most
It's
blatant.
a mind it's a mindscape where all the people are just different personalities of one son of a bitch.
Yeah, Trucker. No, thank you. I've seen that before. I don't want to watch it again.
Everything
That's
about
not
that
my forte.
Oh,
I don't
everything
like horror movies anymore, dude. You know that.
that movie is crazy. That did not help my paranoia any.
okay, then fine. We'll just go old
Oh, I'll
school. We'll
watch it
go
again, but I'm just saying that movie was a
we'll
lot.
we'll go old school and we'll go with like The Exorcist.
Yeah, I guess I'd watch that.
I'd watch it, but eh,
You know they made
I don't
another
know.
one.
Yeah.
It just came out
Yeah,
like last year,
yeah,
and
but they're
all
not
of
as
the fans
good
of the
as they used
original
to
one
be.
hate it.
Yeah, like the
Well,
new ones
no,
suck compared to the new ones suck compared to the old stuff because the old stuff was good. It wasn't
well,
CGI and all that crap.
the problem with the new one, and spoiler alert for all the audience members that may have not seen it yet, it's a continuation
Oh,
Yeah,
because the mom from the first one is back
I'm
and the
just gonna
daughter
read.
is back, and you find out that yeah, it turns out Satan never really left, and
Really?
he's actually moved from the daughter to the daughter's daughter, and then another demon gets summoned into her friend. So it's a double possession,
so convoluted.
Yeah,
right?
that's stupid. I'm out. No thanks.
But if I'm wanting to watch a possession movie, there's one that takes the cake. because it created such a shit show and a controversy because of certain parts of it, and the Christian right threw a big fit over it, and that was the exorcism of Emily Rose.
Never even heard of this.
Never heard
That's an
about that?
old. That's an old one, but a good one. It's been
Look,
years since I've watched that.
there was a scene in the film because the exorcism of Emily Rose is based on
Are we still
something that
recording?
actually happened.
Yeah. Why
Why are
would
we
we?
talking about this?
I have no
I
idea
don't.
how we got on this tangent. I have
Yeah,
absolutely
I
no
did.
clue where this happened, but
It's
Chuck, I
it's
love you
just
like a brother.
Bants, man.
I
It's
love
just
you like a brother,
Bants.
but we need to get back onto some form of the topic that connects to our that kind of
I
connects to
can
our show.
I can actually do that, and I can do it right now.
You,
The
you got one
controversial
chance.
scene, the controversial scene in the exorcism of Emily Rose was when they're in the barn and she actually does that Mongolian throat singing shit, and she like speaks one, two, 7 different languages, and she does that really spooky, sound.
yeah.
That reminded me a lot of what I thought was going to happen with the memories that you were going to watch that were taken from Alice. Because I was like, oh, there's going to be some fucked up shit in there. And I
No,
wasn't wrong.
there's fucked up shit, but her memories have not been. Well, let me put it this way: they weren't altered when you originally watched them, but
Oh,
there might have
so
been there might have been some altering during the watching. That is not going to affect any memories. That's going to affect any of the memories that she
oh,
watches now.
see, that right there reminds me of another sleeper movie, The Butterfly Effect. Who remembers that movie?
Objection leading.
Objection, indeed.
It's not an objection. Well, actually, it is, but leading shouldn't be
No.
the
But
basis of your objection.
we need to get back on topic, dude. We really do.
Fine.
Sorry, I've got the coughs.
True Pants is supposed to be about anything.
Yeah, it is, but I don't know why we're still on movies. We've gone on for too long about movies.
Because movies are awesome and it sucks that they're dying.
Yeah, that is true.
Hollywood has had to admit that it hasn't made anything actually good in a while. And the couple of movies over the last few years that are good, turns out they weren't made in or by Hollywood. The
Yeah.
D&D movie is a perfect example of that.
I had no idea that wasn't made by Hollywood.
It had a couple of big names in it, but it was actually an indie studio that did it.
You want to know what I'm sick of
Mhm.
hearing about? The Kansas City Chiefs coming to Green Bay, Wisconsin, and how everybody's like, is Taylor Swift gonna be there?
Oh,
No.
wait,
Who
hang on.
cares?
You want to talk about the Chiefs?
Not right now.
Oh,
I'm still
I'm gonna ask you not
I'm
to,
still
because
going.
I'm sick of. I'm gonna ask you not to, because I'm sick of hearing about them in my town.
I'm still
what about
going.
that? What about that kid though?
I'm
I
not
feel
talking.
bad for
He
that
is Native
kid.
American.
I'm
Yeah,
not
nope,
talking
nope.
about
I'm not.
that.
I'm not getting into it. I'm not getting into it. I don't give a
All
fuck.
anyway, everybody's obsessed as to whether or not stupid Taylor Swift is showing up. But you want to know who's confirmed that they're going to the stadium and actually worth seeing? Tony Shalhoub, who played Monk. He's gonna be there, and nobody's talking about that, which is
He
bullshit.
also he also played that one alien dude from the Men in Black movies.
Yeah, Tony Shalhoub, Wisconsin native, absolute saint, one of the nicest people in the world, and nobody's talking about it.
Because he's the
Then he was in
nicest dude in the
that.
world. They don't care.
Wasn't he in Galaxy Quest with Tim Allen, Alan Rickman?
I think so.
I don't know, dude.
I think he was.
I don't know.
All I know
man.
is I don't care about Taylor Swift. welcome back to Wisconsin, Mr. Schlube, even though you live
Oh,
here.
you don't care. You don't care that she became the most listened to artist on Spotify.
I don't like
No one gives a
I
crap.
don't like Spitify.
He doesn't. He doesn't use it.
Yeah. Do you want a break from the ads? Fuck
No,
off.
you're just mad that your team's not doing all that great.
They're not doing great right now, but they still have a chance. The other
Oh, I
two
was
are
talking lame.
the other two are doing awesome.
What? That I don't like the Chiefs?
No, that
Nah, I said you don't want to talk about the Chiefs because that makes you think about the Broncos.
No, I'm just sick of the fucking Chiefs. That's all anyone in this my neck of the wood talks about. And
See,
nobody was
everyone,
talking. Nobody was talking when they were cheering and praising their name when they won their games. But the moment they started losing, oh, everybody shut the fuck up. And I was just like, do I want to be
well,
that
yeah,
asshole? Do I want to be that asshole?
those are called bandwagon fans. You got to get used to that.
That's all that is in my fucking town is bandwagon motherfuckers. Because they're like, oh, we're Chief loyals. I'm like, bitch,
Well,
you didn't
no,
even wave the Chief flag 2 years ago. The moment your boys started doing good, you started sucking on them Chief cocks, and you're like, oh, I'm so
you
loyal.
you live in an area where people flip a coin and go, "Are we going to cheer for the Broncos or are we going to cheer for the Chiefs?"
Motherfucker, pick a team and be loyal to them. Don't
Because
be like
that's
my
your only
damn
two
roommate who
options.
changes every fucking year.
I've been a loyal cheesehead for more than 20 years.
Yeah,
I
that's what I'm talking about, you bitch. Fuck you.
I hate. So sick of the Packers.
They're
I
my
don't give a
dad's
shit about
team.
football anymore, really.
The
My
Packers are my dad's teams.
my favorite thing about the Packers is every time they lose, the entire state dies. So I could just go take a nap at work.
Really?
You don't have to serve food to a bunch of people that have drank themselves into a depression coma.
I I have heard that the police get very active after a Packers
Yeah,
loss,
that's the thing. Like
Mm-hmm.
everybody is
and a
either
certain
everybody's
a certain a certain crime shoots up a few percentage
yeah
points.
It goes over 100%.
everybody's either beat up, drunk, in jail, or worse after a Packer game. So I don't have to look at them anymore.
I will say the
So wait,
only
Flame.
no, hold on.
Sorry,
The
go.
only game I have ever got to sit down and watch during work was the Super Bowl game. I don't remember what Super Bowl team it was that played, but this was before COVID, before the shutdown. I think it was 2017 or 2018.
Okay, so it was the Patriots and somebody
The
else.
Patriots and the Eagles in 2018. We shut down because people weren't ordering food anymore. So we had the TV on the whole night. So we all stood in the kitchen and watched it. And it was fucking awesome.
Yep.
I loved that. I wish I could go back to that
Dude,
day.
my big to do with the Chiefs recently isn't even anything to do with wins or losses. It's how they shit on that kid. Like national media like tried to shit on that kid super hard. Kid was in
They do that.
a Chiefs he was in a Chiefs jersey and he had the full like back length, feather headdress going, and he had red and black face paint on, but he had the 50-50 style. So they took a picture of this poor kid from the one side where it was just the black face paint, and they were like, "We need to talk about NFL fans doing blackface," and I'm like, "What the fuck? He's 10."
Not everybody can be as cool as the Seminole fans. Go FSU.
Also, it's been proven that
Oh,
that kid is native.
I know, right? That was one of the funniest fucking parts.
FSU
You
is
got
the
to see
best.
which side came out on top on that one because you either had the people that wanted to get mad over the black face paint, or you had the absolutely no one who said anything about the red face paint.
Well, the red
It's
face
like,
paint thing, I don't think they're not gonna dive into that for a while. because they'd have to admit a couple things to themselves, and they're not going to.
Well, I mean, they don't want to admit that the entire team basically has a standing agreement with the local tribes that, hey, are you okay with this? And they all don't give a shit.
They have to give us. I think they have to give a certain amount of money to the tribes.
There's a big
Uh,
native group right now that's trying to sue the Washington Commanders for getting rid of the Washington Redskins thing.
is that what
Mhm.
they're calling the team now?
Yeah,
'Cause
Yeah.
last I
and their
heard,
logo's a
last I
giant W.
heard,
Because the thing is, they feel like this group feels like that by doing that, you're treating them as less than people.
Well, they
see what?
the logo was of an actual chief, and it brought a lot of pride and joy. And then they
Yeah.
were pissed
Well,
off that now that they're not honoring
well,
that and calling it racist.
well,
Yeah.
see, Mayor, I've had this discussion with Mayor.
We're getting
The
way
fact
too
that
off
they
on a race check.
completely erased the team that used to be known as the Cleveland Indians, they're now the Cleveland Guardians. They got rid of the logo, they got rid of the name, and it completely erases the fact that that team, when it was put together and when it was founded as a team, was part of the league that allowed that to happen. Now that is just hello rug, sweep, sweep, sweep.
That's all they ever do.
And it's like, man.
Anyways,
So the last thing I heard about the Washington football team was that's what they were calling it, the Washington football team.
Yeah, it was dumb.
And then there's that entire collective of people that want the Atlanta Braves to change their name because it's insensitive.
In defense
Having
of the
never,
in defense of the people that were offended by the Cleveland Indians, that was the most racist still standing mascot. It was a racist caricature of a Native American, and the guy's name was Chief Wahoo. That was offensive. Funny, but offensive. I can't get canceled for saying that. I'm covered.
yeah, but Cleveland Guardians.
Yeah, that is dumb.
That's
look, let's be 100% honest. They could have done a lot better.
Well, yeah,
like I thought when Seattle got an NHL team that they call them the Kraken. I thought that was fucking stupid. But then the MLB had to come back and say, "But wait, we can do better." The Cleveland Guardians.
the Kraken is a cool name.
The Kraken's cool. I will support the Kraken.
Yeah,
At
that is.
least Vegas. At least Vegas's team name was kind of like a double pun. The Las Vegas Golden Knights.
Yeah, and it fits for Las Vegas, but there's nothing wrong with the Seattle Krakens. That's a great name.
Yeah, but see, like Las Vegas's team was even funnier because it's not NIGHTS, it's KNIGHTS.
Yeah,
So their logo is a helm, an armored helm, and it's like, damn, that's clever. The Las Vegas Golden Knights, because Vegas is a very bright city at night. I've driven to it at night, and you can see it 100 miles away.
Yes, it is the brightest of cities at
So it's
night.
like
It is.
that's clever though, because the logo is an armored helmet, Golden Knights lit up like a fucking Christmas tree. That was clever. The only thing that makes any sense to me for the Seattle Kraken is that Seattle is a port town and they're right by the ocean, so that's kind of
yeah,
not horrible.
yeah.
But it's like I don't know. It's like when the Raiders moved.
Oh, don't get me started on that. Don't get me started on that. All
You
right.
call them You call them the Oakland Raiders for so long, you still want to call them the Oakland Raiders.
No. We got a girl that I work with. She came from there. She put it. She was born there. She was raised there, and they're her team. So for them to move them and not even consult her pissed her off. And to make it all
That's
worse, this
just
bitch is crazy.
that's just delusional sports fans.
Yeah, Catherine's crazy. Yes, she is white. If anyone's guessing,
Oh, great.
no.
My cat is going to be banging on the doorknob. That's definitely going to get picked up.
Really, I'm not hearing them.
I can see it getting picked up on OBS.
Oh, stupid cat.
Hmm.
Stupid cat, you make me look
Hey,
bad. Ooga booga.
this would be an excellent spot to plug your plug your TikTok channel
Oh yeah. Uh,
where you try to use that cat that you all just heard smacking the door.
no, this is a different one.
Oh, it's the other cat.
Yeah,
Okay, well, never mind. Sorry, Reaper.
it's the fat orange one. His name's Castle. He's got
Well,
separation anxiety.
you should use Castle. Castle would be great as a monster boss.
Castle.
Use Castle whenever you're gonna put a tough enemy in
Oh,
combat.
wait, I can't help myself now. He said
Oh, no.
fat orange cat. Who has seen the trailer for the new Garfield movie?
No, and I'm not going to.
You mean with Chris Pratt as Garfield?
Chris Pratt
Yeah.
used to be so cool, and then they oversaturated the Chris Pratt market. Just terrible.
I'll say this. He sounds better as Garfield than he did as Mario.
That's a high
Yeah,
bar.
I won't lie. Like I'll agree to you with that one. I I'm not gonna lie. I wish they had picked. Like I had to watch the Mario movie with my sisters a couple weeks ago. I didn't hate the movie. I
It's
did
better
not
than I
like
thought it was gonna be.
it. It could have been better. It's better than the original Mario movie. I'll give it that.
Not
That was a masterpiece, a racist masterpiece.
even not even Bob Hodges could have saved that movie.
My question is though for that, um, sorry, god damn it, this mic. Did they mean to make Mario into an isekai?
Probably.
I mean, to be fair, there never really was like a canon reason as to why this random ass plumber kept showing up in that area, and they came up with a semi believable, not pulled out of someone's ass reason for it to be plausible.
Well, they just
I
pulled it out of
mean,
Japan's ass.
it's infinitely better than the live action movie you were talking about just a second ago.
You
Committed
are
They
not
space.
try to
wrong.
save, an entire area in New York City from being flooded, and they find one of the warp pipes
Yeah,
because apparently warp pipes are everywhere because it connects you to different worlds, which is actually in the Mario games.
true. I'm not gonna lie. I would have enjoyed seeing some like a couple Mario Space Odyssey references.
Well, I mean, remember that was just the first one. They might make another one.
Yeah, it's Hollywood. They're gonna make at least 4 more.
Yeah, I would like to see like some Rosalia representation, I guess is my best way of putting it.
The the cart building scene was pretty good though.
Start building something, yes. 100% yes.
The fight between Mario DK was also really funny because threw in some original Donkey Kong references.
I
The
like the fact. No, go ahead.
it's the platforms and the barrels, and you hear DK say, "I've been waiting to do this for years," and it was a reference to the original, Donkey Kong game where you play as Mario Jumpman Mario.
I won't lie, I was not a fan that I wasn't a fan that we didn't get. It was a lot of just modern day power ups. There was no how do I want to put this? Old school power ups, if you catch my drift. Like we
I
didn't see
mean,
the
yeah,
Tanuki,
they had
we didn't see the Tanuki suit. I wanted the Tanuki suit.
Speaking of, wait a minute.
No, I mean, I had to think about it. No, you do get Cat Mario, but you
You
didn't
get Cat
get
Mario.
the Tanuki suit.
You
You
don't
got the
get old
fire
Tanuki.
flower,
Ice flower.
you got the fire flower, you got the one up, you got the ice flower. Uh, you got to see the blue shell, red shell.
You know what else we get to see on December 5th? Grand Theft Auto 6.
December
Please,
5th
Finally.
is
please.
return
That's
to
not coming out.
December 5th is return to Moria for me, boys.
The trailer comes out on the 5th. That's all I care about.
I I I don't think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna get like pushed back so hard and so fast.
I don't think
My
so.
question
Rockstar moves too quick.
Is it completely new people or are they going to have some crossover?
I think it's going to be completely new. There's only one character that ever really crosses over in any of the Grand Theft Autos, and that's Laszlo, the radio host.
Uh-huh.
And he's the
They only
best.
do.
They've only got at least, they probably only have another 2 games that they could put him in without it being weird that he's not dead.
Not exactly. They could do pre-recorded or like if they want to keep him alive, like all right, introduce high-tech medicine or something.
Well, especially with his lifestyle, it's impossible for him to live very much longer.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's a
Oh yeah.
former cokehead, and he's always getting in trouble for acting out sexually with unattractive people, as he puts it. He's eventually pretty much, he's getting pretty much close to the end of his rope.
He's going to burn out.
He should have been killed in the 5th game.
He's going to be a member of the 27 club, but he's going to be like 50.
Yeah.
By the way, there are a few members of the 27 club that didn't actually kill themselves. Kurt Cobain did not commit suicide.
Why are we doing this?
For the shit post.
Moving along.
Even
Move along, please. I'm being nice.
Courtney Love did it.
Yeah, everybody
I won't do
knows
it.
that.
I won't do it again.
That is old hat.
Trucker, Courtney's love's legal department can beat ours, so I'm gonna ask you not to do this.
Then they'd have to go after.
She has no money.
Yeah, they'd have to go after everybody because everybody says this online.
Like, she has no money. She can't come after nobody. She's as broke as I am.
And yet, you could probably still afford a lawyer, couldn't you?
I wish.
What do you need a lawyer for?
Too nice.
I mean, yeah, you are a very nice person.
I don't put myself into litigious positions.
You want to say that word again?
Litigious? What's the problem
Yeah.
with that?
He cut hard for me. I think my mic messed up for a second there because I thought he said
I do
litigious.
not. No, I do not put myself into litigious positions.
Fair.
Meaning I don't offer myself up to be legal fodder.
Very fair, it's
Although, if they'd have asked me, I would have been a character witness for the man, even though I've never met him.
Your Honor, even though I've never met this man, I can say without a doubt he would not have killed
Your,
himself.
Your Honor, there is no way he did all the shit she said he did because she took a dump on the bed.
Why? Let's not have this devolve like last time I had you guys on here.
He's devolving. I'm trying to stay on topic. I've tried changing this back 3 times, but you let him go off topic. And don't let me rein him back.
Well, there wasn't a topic. This is true, Bants. There is no topic. The only topic that has any kind of value here is the fact that we'll be off December 24th through January 1st. That was basically the whole point of this, and we've just let that thing that could have been a 30-second YouTube short go on for 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Yeah, but that's what people come to see.
Yeah, that is
Not.
the style
Thus-
in which I have designed this show.
Thus making it a success.
Yeah,
Tucker, I love you, but stop,
I
please.
love this show. I've made this show. Everybody else that's in our audience hates this show. I love it. It makes me happy. It my baby.
I don't think everybody hates it.
I don't think
there's a
anybody
few
hates
people.
it. I don't think enough people watch it to hate it.
Yeah, I need to finish up. I need to finish watching episode 11 at some point.
Ugh.
It's not that. God damn, sorry about a heart attack there. It's not that bad, Mayor.
I'm not.
You're just letting emotions get the best of you. I get it if you don't want to watch it. I get it, but you're
Thank
letting your emotions get the best of you.
Well, boys, this has been a lovely conversation. I love taking control of the train and then just saying, I want to take this off the track.
Well, that's why I
But
asked you to
I
be
have
here.
to go.
All right.
Bye, trucker. We love you.
Adios.
Adios,
Auf
amigos.
Wiedersehen.
Volta vista. Fuck my lungs.
You need those. I screwed up. I didn't power off my tablet all the way, and now it's almost dead, so I have to charge it before tomorrow.
So we calling it then?
No, I'm on my computer. I don't care.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry, I didn't know. I didn't know what the rules were today.
I mean, we could call it any time we want. I think at this point we're just having fun.
That's kind of what True Bants devolves into, though, and that's the beauty of it.
I bought a gray lighter.
Oh, really? What are you
Yeah.
gonna use it for?
Candles. I probably didn't
I
even
need to
need
get.
I didn't even need to purchase it. I think my purple lighter is doing just fine, but I saw it and I'm like, when do you ever see a gray lighter? I have to have.
Do you know the rule of the white lighter?
No,
Never steal the white lighters.
I don't go around thieving lighters.
It's more like a bar rule of like, hey, you're borrowing someone's lighter for a smoke and stuff. Don't take if someone gives you the white lighter, don't pocket it when they're not looking, kind of thing. It's bad etiquette, and it's said the white lighter is believed to be the cursed lighter because it's blah blah blah. It's considered like bad luck and bad things will happen to you.
That's bizarre.
It's superstition, man. It's the whole thing. Like everyone's superstitious. That's how it's always been.
I don't buy into it. I take responsibility for my own shitty actions, please and thank you. I don't need superstition or Mesopotamian space racism to tell me why I'm bad.
Speaking of which, did you see that they're adding a new? They want to add a new hype to that.
No, because again, I don't engage in Mesopotamian space racism, so I have absolutely no idea what they're doing with that crock of shit.
I saw it because of TikTok. Something came on was like, hey, something's like, hey, if your horoscopes or your constellation is this, it might change to this because of Ana Samina or whatever it's called. some stupid long word I didn't know how to say.
Look, if you engage in Mesopotamian space racism, that's up to you, but I'm not participating.
I don't.
It is.
I
It's
don't know anyone that does, so
it's for white women in their
I mean, you're
40s
not wrong. And
and
white bitches in their teens.
yeah, and edgy teenagers. See, I can't possibly be bad because I'm a Cancer and this is like what I was predetermined to be. How about you just take responsibility for your own actions?
You think I'm a Cancer? No, I'm a Virgo.
So
That's why I'm
dumb.
such a. That's why I cause vertigo in everyone.
I'm an asparagus, and now my Gatorade, my 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 cup is in Gatorade, so I can't come out tonight.
Oh, don't get me started on that retro Majo, whatever crap. Oh, I dated a girl like that.
My
The worst
asparagus
one,
is in retrograde.
I can't. I can't. My Nanopia is in Opamia mode. I can't do it.
My homophone is in Gatorade. Please don't make me go to work today.
But Dad, I can't work.
Pumpkin pumpkin pie is in rising while the turkey souffle is not.
The turkey souffle went flat. So my pumpkin on a pia can't get up. Okay, now I want pumpkin pie.
I hate turkey.
Uh, turkey gets too dry too fast, in my opinion.
It's so
People
gross.
might be out here like, oh, but you gotta cook it right. Even if you cook it right, it gets dry very fast.
I've seen people take like 2.5 jars of mayo and 4 sticks of butter to a turkey, and it still was drier than the desert. Garbage bird, garbage meat.
You want to make that shit juicy? You have to drown it. When I say drown it, I mean drown that bitch and the fattiest and juiciest fat there is,
Yeah, and then at that
duck fat.
at that point, it is just easier to set your house on fire yourself.
I mean, yeah,
I
basically, you
think
basically just ask them to set your shit on fire and walk out.
I think the government would and the fire department and all that would be a lot more appreciative of you setting your own house on fire as opposed to starting a grease fire and then asking them to put it out.
Oh yeah, did you see the statistics for how many fires there were?
Oh yeah, it's the highest. Thanksgiving is the highest fire season in America.
All because of the deep fry. It's like, don't deep fry inside the garage. Do that shit outside. Like, am I the only one who just likes smoking the bird on a Traeger?
I don't. I refuse to eat turkey. I finally became an adult and could say no.
I haven't done turkey for Thanksgiving in I think 3 or 4 years. Every year I do like pork. I usually do like a pork shoulder or pork loin or something like that.
Turkeys should be used as nothing more than to feed the animals that are more deserving of being eaten.
Careful. That's how you get. There's certain diseases. If you feed certain animals, certain other animals, or their own species, they can get certain diseases.
Well, I'm not saying let's create mad chicken disease by feeding chickens turkeys.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but
Turkeys should be used as dog food. That's all I'm saying.
well, here's the thing. Turkey is one of the few things that you can go out and hunt for. That's a holiday-based food. Yes, you can buy them in the supermarket, and I will say this as firsthand experience: wild turkey is better than supermarket turkey. Come at me if you don't believe me, but guess what, bitch? I know I'm right. I hunted my turkeys. Those things have more juice and more dark meat to them than those shitty store boughts.
I don't have. I don't hunt. I don't have a horse in this race.
Dude, I love fishing. I used to hunt a lot more until the accident of you know what. I don't really hunt much anymore because of that. And yeah, but I still love to fish and stuff.
Everybody makes mistakes.
Yeah, yeah, they do.
The only thing I'm about to be hunting soon is I'm gonna set up my laptop that I purchased week one of my of school out in the woods. I'm gonna shoot it a couple of times and put it in a display case if it doesn't completely disintegrate.
Really, I figured you try to sell that, try to hawk that thing in a pawn shop.
It's completely broken. Like it can't get updates anymore. Nobody's going to buy it. It's a shitty Chromebook.
Yeah, I got a Chromebook. I want to get rid of it.
Yeah, Chromebooks are
Yeah.
garbage.
I'm looking at maybe get me a Mac or something.
Anything but a Chromebook is fine.
Well, you remember the story of why we went and got that? I got that Chromebook.
Yeah, and I remember very specifically telling you make sure you don't buy a Chromebook. Chromebooks are bad.
Well, I only look at that time. I wasn't working for my old job. I didn't had barely any money in the bank. I had maybe $400 in my wallet. Like that's all I had to my name. And it's like you guys were like, get yourself a computer, get yourself a new computer. I'm like, but I fixed the tab. Like, I don't give a shit. Get the computer. Like, okay.
You were panicking that it was going to break again,
No, I wasn't
and it
because
was
I
Black
fixed it.
Friday.
I wasn't. No, it was not Black Friday.
Yeah, it was. That was the only reason we
Oh yeah,
told
it
you to
was.
go out.
I wasn't panicking. I was like, hey, I think I got it fixed. We should be fine. I don't want to spend the money on it. You're like, no, go get a new one because if this happens again, you won't be able to buy another one for cheaper.
Yeah,
And that Chromebook was the only one I could get in my price range. Everything else was way, way too much.
yeah. The price for computers are absolutely ridiculous because I was just gonna buy another Chromebook to replace my crappy one and just suffer. And they've gone up by almost $600.
Yeah, and with the layoffs at my job right now, it's like you could get laid off at any second. I'm not gonna risk it, you know? I'm not gonna go spend my money on a new computer right now.
What, they're laying people off now?
No, more like they're sorry, we're not working for two year or 2 weeks straight now, so that's a full week of no work.
Oh yeah, but isn't that just for the holidays?
No, because normally it's only the 24th to the 1st. Now this is the 16th to the 1st.
They must not have enough supplies.
Nope. We busted our asses a month ago on a 4,000 battery order. We got that thing done above quota. We had like we bust our asses to make sure we got it. We were proud of it. And then the dude was supposed to buy it was like, or the company or whatever it came out was like, we don't want it now. We're not sending the money. Don't send us the batteries.
Ha 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 ha.
And we're like, wait, are you sure?
That's insane.
So yeah, now we have. So now we have like 4,000 batteries, and it's terrible.
They can't just sell them off?
They can. That's what we're doing. But it's still 4,000. That's a huge order. The largest normal commercial order we get is 1,000, and that's for that is for specifically places that need like commercial grade stuff like cell phone relay buildings that need like multiple batteries for the relay settings.
Yeah,
After that, it's like we can't do shit.
that's absurd.
They only order about 1,000 at most. So and no one and because it's basically around um the holidays and stuff like that. No one's buying. No one wants anything. It's like we're already set up, and if they went and bought it, it's like we've got no way of installing it right now because it'd be a super long project that none other people would take care of.
Your company should sue that other company, though. That really fucked you all.
It's the how do I put it? We can't because it's the difficulties of doing the business, from what I've been informed.
That's absurd. There's like hundreds of contract laws and operations laws that they've violated.
I don't know the rules. It's not my rule to make. Maybe we can, maybe we can't.
Yeah, I just took an operations management class. They violated like everything. They wiped their ass with all of the rules and unwritten rules, and then they made up a few rules just to break them again.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I still haven't gotten my grade on that. That's starting to stress me out. I guess I have to wait another 2 days for it, which really sucks.
Oh shit! I'm doing NCR shit. I should be doing Legion shit. Yep. Hey, how do I join the Legion early on, or do I have to be nice to NCR for the levels?
You pretty much have to run your ass to Vegas, and then their guy approaches you. The only other thing that you can do is run to Nipton and then start telling people what they did there. And then you go to Vegas, and then they're like, here's the mark of Caesar, and go do stuff for Caesar now, please and thank you.
Yeah, I'm just trying to decide because my original run was an NCR loyalty run, and it crashed. I was like, "Fucking, I'm gonna look up ending if you're loyal to NCR only." And I like this would happen, and then people like this is why you really shouldn't do it, and why it's bad for the wasteland and stuff. It's like, oh wow, that's actually kind of fucked up what they could do.
Well, it's even worse with the Legion.
Caesar. Yeah, it is, which is why I think I think I'm gonna do a loyal to the house run.
Yeah, that one's all right for the Wasteland. It's just the most boring, stupid run.
Yeah, but I gotta redo it because it crashed. Besides, I'm not even gonna get loyal to anybody. I'm just gonna probably get far enough in the game that I'm at least level 20 so I can go do DLC and then do all the DLCs.
Yeah, I mean that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
All right, we've got about 3 minutes until three. We hit 3 hours. I don't know if we want to continue or if this is.
I've got nothing. I don't mean to be rude, but I've got literally nothing.
I've got nothing anymore either, except for we are off December 24th, Christmas Eve, until January 1st, New Year's. Again, this means no TikToks, no Twitter, no Patreon, no Discord, no YouTube, no uploads, no hey, how you doing? We are ghosts. We are spending time with our families, as should you. We are going to be taking the time off. Everybody else is taking time off. And even if we didn't want to take time off and say to hell with all the holidays, uh, all of our everybody else is going to be doing it anyway. We would, you know, we're not going to be able to guarantee all of our players show up, so it's just not going to work. So we're off.
Yep.
We are sponsored by Martin Mancini. I didn't mention that at the beginning. I don't know if he wants to sponsor it, but he sponsors the channel. You can find him on Kindle. I am the Mayor of Spicy Town. I play Skyrim on my channel on YouTube, Mayor of Spicy Town, which is where you can also find me on TikTok. And if you really want to bore yourself to tears, you can follow me at the same at mspicytown on Twitter, which is a massive waste of your time. So just follow my weird Skyrim playthrough on YouTube. That'll be the easiest way to connect with me.
And I'm the Flame Revenant. You can find me on just about any social media site as the Flame Revenant, unless you are finding me on video games. If you look for me up on any sort of video game media thing, you won't find me under the Revenant. You will find me under Jester. I had someone talk to me asking me to play a video game with me. And when I tried communing with them, they got confused because it was somebody named the Jester, but that is usually me. Also, please watch, follow, comment on our videos and stuff. We should be getting a a PayPal up soon. Hopefully, if the Patreon doesn't want to work, we'll get a PayPal up just so you can, if you want to donate, you can donate and give us money. If you do that, give us a name, or at least go in the Discord and post. We'll have probably a channel like you donated. That way we can put your names at the end of the videos and stuff and give shout outs.
Yep, and you know, we've told a lot of jokes and had a lot of fun here today, but in all seriousness, take care of yourselves. Have a happy Christmas. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I got way too caught up in the jokes from earlier. I'm screwing it up now. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year from your Uncle
Happy holidays,
Mayor.
everybody.
Have a great one. Again, please take care of yourselves. We'll see you later.